this earlier in the week. My bad.
All right. Y'all want me
What
to
are the rest
recap?
of your excuses?
I've
I
started.
know. At least I have it. I physically have it now. Okay.
All right. So last time, the Mindweaver sent Tanya, a tiefling maid,
Oh, yeah.
to take care of our manor. Kai had another seizure while sleeping and holding the cube. Sid was able to pry the cube from Kai's hands. Kai recollects visions of divinity in the elven homeworld Arvander. Kai said that he doesn't think it's a good idea that he hosts the cube anymore and offers it to Kazar. Kazar has a dream of a bad omen. Kazar thinks it might be related to us traveling to Norhaven. Group sends a message to Norhaven asking about the status of the city and warning them that trouble may be coming. Nikolai returns a message saying that things are not well in Norhaven and that they need men. We attempt to teleport to Norhaven, but the circle was broken, so we teleported to the nearest circle, which was a few days away. We stole some horses from a very lazy stable master and rode towards Norhaven. On the way, we met a group of travelers who were in desperate need of supplies, and we were ambushed by drow. We killed the drow and the abomination, and Newmont glowed green and killed Kazar's dog. Sid wanted to talk to Newmont about his green glow.
Oh.
All right, and that is where we will resume. Battle has concluded. Numa, you're feeling back to normal now, but you're looking at Sid, and he's eyeing you up and down, sheathing the sword, approaching you pretty aggressively.
All right, settle down. I didn't do anything except kill the dog.
Was it the dog?
I'm gonna leg sweep him and kind of kneel on top of him and ask him what the fuck
I
was
jump
that.
over his leg sweep.
Roll. Let's roll.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack, Sid.
17.
I eat
17.
shit.
Well, no, he hits you. Let's see if you can recover. All right, do a strength check for me, Sid. Just roll d20 plus your strength, and go ahead and roll a dex saving throw for me, Newmont.
Oh.
19.
It's pretty good rolls.
Uh, 14.
All right, yeah.
Sweet shit.
Newmont hits the ground and got a foot on his chest.
Could I use an inspiration?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to. I have a +6 dex save. That was a shit roll. 19.
You rolled
God.
19 too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Well, nothing changes on a result that is tied. So he hits you in the shin, and you kind of hop up and down on one foot, but you aren't knocked down.
It's... Bro.
What the hell was that?
Listen, man. I don't know what happened before and you didn't say anything.
And not when we were in the middle of a fight.
Yes, it did. I don't know what it is, though. I never... The longer I'm away from home, it just feels like... I can never control magic, and now... I can. But I don't really think I'm in control all the time.
What triggers it? Is it random? Is it when the group is in a tough spot?
I don't know. I feel fine, but when I take a life, I just kind of black out. What did I do?
You killed this dog. And you were eyeing me.
And
up
I
if you wanted to come
immediately
after
look
me
at
next.
Kazar with a shocked expression. Is this true?
Azar will just nod and has like a death stare.
I mean, you could just summon him again, right?
That's not the point,
It's a
Numa.
different dog every time he summons it.
The other dog went to a farm. He's fine.
Oh no, a funny one. With all the other dogs you've killed.
Well, I do apologize, but that really wasn't me. I don't remember it. Actually, Jacob, would
Yep.
would like I remember this effect, or is it more so like I kind of black out in rage? Like, how does it kind of work with Numat being like a part of himself? Like, do I feel like it is me doing it, and I succumb to like?
I would say, Sid, as you are watching Numot try to explain, it's sounding not too dissimilar from the relationship that you have with your symbiote. It's like you have, it's hard to explain. You have control, but you don't have control. Something takes over, but you kind of want it to, but also you kind of don't. It's difficult. It's not like you can't remember, but things get a little foggy.
Okay.
Would you say that they were asking for it?
The dog? I don't
Totally.
think so.
No.
They weren't dressed provocatively, so no.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
It's good to know where Sid stands.
Sid's gonna when he says he kind of loses control, he's gonna kind of like have that inquisitive dog head tilt, and then you're gonna see like the black ichor cover half his face, and he's gonna lean in and try and like sniff almost. The symbiote's curious and wants to see what's going on, if there's anything he can detect.
You kind of lurch forward somewhat against your will, and Numot, you see this creepy ooze cover part of his face, and a white eye blinks open with this really creepy smile. Takes a deep sniff, and then gets a little bit closer, and you kind of close your eyes, expecting the worst. You feel a slimy something against your face, and then you open your eyes again. You see this long tongue going back into his mouth. And in your head, Sid, you hear, "Interesting. Not one of us, but interesting."
How did I taste?
Best question.
That's
All right.
I wanted to know.
Vicar, like, as he's kicking through bodies, he sees the lick, he's like, get a room!
Does what does Numot look
I
like right
want-
now? Does he look nervous or upset?
From Numot's perspective, I generally looked confused. Like Jacob said, like, I know this happens to me, but it's foggy. Like, I don't know. In Numot's demeanor right now, you don't sense any like untrust or him hiding something, but him trying to understand what's happening as well. But I am not like glowing anymore. I would say like my tattoos are kind of back to normal with their black on my shady gray skin.
Sid, were you going to say something?
I'm kind of like dusting myself off, assessing my wounds from that fight. I'm just gonna look at him and state with intent, next time that happens, you don't endanger anybody, while I will have to protect the group. And then I'll look at Kazar and say, your dog doesn't count.
Cassian is gonna walk up to Newmont, and kind of clasp the back of his head and pull his head into like touching foreheads, and he'll whisper, "We all have our own problems right now, and I know this might be scary, but we're going to figure out what this is, and we're gonna get it fixed." Without waiting for time for Newmont to respond, he's gonna turn to the group and say, "Sid, I know that you want to protect us, just as I want to protect us too. We all want to protect each other. But this is not Newmont that's doing this. There's something wrong here. And we're going to figure out what it is. We're going to have grace in our hearts while we figure it out. But we know Newmont doesn't want to hurt us. We have bigger problems right now, and we'll figure out what's wrong with Newmont, and we'll get it solved together."
So
think we have
just
more
nod and
pressing-
continue kind of wrapping his arm.
I think we have more pressing issues, and I kind of point to all the trapped people that are frostbitten.
Let's give them one of our horses. I'll ride with Dumont or whoever's lightest. We can share one. I don't weigh much. And then that hopefully can get them back.
Sid's gonna flap his arms and be like, "Can't you?"
Can't you walk?
Yeah, it's like, but he can fly, but at normal speeds, not like super fast.
Cassian will unhitch one of the horses and take it down to the group and look for the soldier.
The soldier is still nursing his leg. He's looking a little bit better now. He looks at you and tries to stand up, limping a little bit.
Did we harvest these guys last time? I think we did, right? The wizard and the abomination.
We took his
I-
blood.
Believe so. You only successfully
We got
extracted
one,
one
right?
thing, and it was
Yes.
from the abomination.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mhm.
I'm going to hand the soldier 15 gold. I think that's what the guy said the horses was originally, right? 15 each? Or was it
50, 50.
Giant blood. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
I got it.
we heard 15.
Tell him it was 15. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll hand him 5 gold.
That doesn't sound the
I'll
same.
tell him if the stable hand gives you trouble, this should cover him enough for him to leave you alone. Beyond that, you are in charge of getting these people back to wherever is safe. Hopefully the horse can help you get there.
He nods, takes the reins of the horse, and starts walking forward, looks behind him at the rest of the group, who all kind of stand up and slowly start shuffling behind him.
If there's any women or children that look disheveled, I will get them onto the horse.
Yeah, he's stopped there with the horse, waiting for them to catch up, and you could see, even though he's got a hurt leg, he's not getting on the horse for himself. He's waiting for any women, children, or elderly. There is one older man. There's the woman that called out to you before, and there's the kid that's rocking back and forth. Not all of them are going to fit on the horse, but they figure it out amongst themselves and start heading off the direction you guys came from.
Cassian gets on his horse pretty quickly and waits for the group to mount up.
I kind of pat the back of my horse's ass and look at Vicar.
I'll fly up,
All right.
whisper in his ear, "Let's ride."
All right.
I'm gonna take a look at the group and just kind of like assess how they're looking physically from that
Fucked
fight,
up.
because I know that I'm banged up a bit.
Yeah.
I am fucked up.
I could use a resty boy.
Do you guys want to rest before you start riding, or you want to ride and then rest?
I'm gonna suggest it. Looking at the state of the group, I'm gonna say, stemming from that fight, we might want to make
Wanna
shelter
take
somewhere
an
for a
hour?
minute and
We need to find
Collect
some more cover
ourselves.
than just here. If we can find something just a couple minutes up the road that's a little bit more sheltered, that would be helpful.
Weren't we right next to like a cliff face?
You are.
Like, is there any way to shelter under the cliff?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of an alcove. You guys could set up a lean-to or something, and
I'm gonna pull the horses down as well, so they're not so just out in the open.
while they are short resting, could I not short rest and stay lookout?
Sure.
I will do that.
All
All
right,
right.
we're gonna short rest.
Go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage since you're not getting a rest.
Do we short rest now or when he's done with that?
When he's done with it, let's see what happens.
Makes sense.
With advantage, nice. Oh, that's not that nice. That will be a 15.
15.
It's not bad.
You spot a couple of white hares and a white fox, but no threats.
It's impressive. In snow.
Could I attempt to just harvest some of the white hairs for food?
Yeah. With your background feature, no roll necessary. You're able to efficiently take them down, make some food, or at least have some food for everybody to
Yep,
make
yep.
later.
Nice.
All right. Everyone gets a long rest. It is.
Long or short?
Short rest, right?
Sorry, short rest. My bad. Yeah, short rest.
I'm about to say.
It's like late afternoon. It's not getting dark quite yet, but in the north it gets dark a little bit quicker than other places.
I'm ready to ride.
Trying to think of how much I should heal.
These count as hit die, so my healing from these with my hit die double thing should double.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I get my second win back.
So,
Uh,
how late do you guys want to ride for?
Till we can't no more.
You would have to stop at your normal time, or else risk getting exhaustion levels.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
keep going till we don't get exhaustion, or would Cassian want to push further?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys bed down until it's well past dark. Got dark around 6 p.m. It's now easily 9 p.m. You're finding it hard to see. As you press forward through the frozen wasteland, the bitter wind gnaws at your exposed skin, and then
Wow, that's ass.
the skeletal remains of frostbitten trees. Through them, you see a campfire. Its light flickering, casting long dancing shadows over the snow. What do you do?
Let me check it out. I say to the group.
I'll dismount and just take a position of observation somewhere close by.
Okay. Vicar, go ahead and roll a perception check as I'm assuming you're flying overhead trying to get a
Natural 20.
natural 20.
Unfortunately.
A single man sits beside the fire, wrapped in thick, ragged furs that barely seem to warm him. His skin is unnaturally pale, his lips are cracked, his fingers are frostbitten down to darkened, deadened flesh, yet he doesn't seem to be shivering. And with a natural 20,
Mm-hmm.
you also notice his breath doesn't fog the freezing air.
That's sus.
I will relay this to the group.
Is he dead?
Right?
No, not dead, just not warm.
Jacob, may I make a history check to see if I've heard of a legend of something along this line? in
Sure.
this area?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check with advantage.
The fuck is cold? He's a reptile.
19. Natural 19.
Natural 19. You've heard tales of people who have gone out into the wilderness, and there are spirits that wander the wilderness of lost souls. Not necessarily hostile, but every now and then, kind of like a mirage on the desert horizon.
Oh.
Would I recall some sort of name given to these types of people, or
Why don't you make one up for me? What are they called?
Oh Jesus.
White Walkers.
Indigos.
An IP-free name.
Steve.
Illegal aliens.
White
They're called-
Striders.
The Greys recalled to them as the Forgotten Frost.
The Forgotten Frost.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Well, it's one guy. I feel like we could probably take him if he was hostile. Are they hostile?
Not normally, I think he said.
Jacob, can I roleplay this and you roll off my roleplay? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. They're not generally hostile. These are people who could have been Greys at any point in their life. They're called the Forgotten Frost. They walk out usually in search of something, and their soul never quite lands where they were expecting. And their eternal journey of search goes on. Sometimes we can even help them. They're looking for something specific, and we can provide that for them.
Hey,
Sometimes they're
not
hostile, sometimes they're very pissy. It's cold as fuck out here, but sometimes they're not.
It's true.
likely not hostile. Free campfire. I'm in.
Well, he might not like that we're here. Just because
Yeah.
he's not hostile doesn't mean he's going to be the most friendly. He could just be grouchy. So
I've killed people for less than a campfire.
I've watched you.
Steve Vickers slowly put his hand on the rapier and draw it out.
Let me stay close, but let me speak to him and see what we can do here.
All right. So you're stepping forward, Cassian.
Yes.
As you approach, he lifts his head, revealing a weathered face lined with exhaustion, but brightened by a warm, welcoming smile. Ah, travelers, sit, warm yourselves. He gestures toward the fire. His voice is rich with the warmth of a seasoned toast. As if on cue, a scent of hot stew wafts through the air, a hearty, mouth-watering aroma that shouldn't be possible in this desolate place. You see no pot, no cauldron, no supplies, just him.
He folded.
Suspicious.
I like this
It's a
guy.
dank fart. My friend, how long have you been traveling?
I've been traveling for a few weeks now. I think I've gotten turned around. I came here for the Harvest Festival, but the stars must have moved or something. My constellation maps don't seem to be taking me in the right place.
Isn't
From-
that what we were inventing for initially?
Oh,
Like years ago?
Similar idea, but the Harvest Festival is a little bit different. You guys were at the Winter Festival for Penting.
From-
Harvest Festival, Cassian, you would know has to do with the let me
Harvest?
It hasn't happened since the death of Aurora, but the event that marks the beginning of autumn is the Harvest Festival.
But we're not in autumn, are we, Mr. DM?
This is
No.
spring.
Huh.
From our ship escapades and me mapping specifically the constellations at sea, would I be able to compare maps?
Well, you guys aren't there right now, right? It's just Cassian
Not
that
yet.
stepped forward.
I'll quietly kind of behind my back like motion for folks to come over.
All right. I would say that you guys were within earshot, and you can all approach. And as you do, he looks at the rest of you. You can all smell this wonderful stew smell coming. Goes, please, please, have a seat, have a seat. There's plenty of logs. I'm not going to bite.
I'm gonna squat down like full Slav squat, like right next to him. I want to try and look into his eyes.
All right. What are you trying to see specifically?
I want to
His
see
eyes.
if the lights are on and nobody's home, or if someone is home.
It is hard to tell, to be honest. You're looking at it like there seems to be life in his eyes, but almost when he looks at you, the warmth is there, but like he's seeing through you, but he can also acknowledge you.
Mm-hmm.
It's unsettling, but not like fear inspiring, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna reach out my hand and say, "My name is Cassian. It's a pleasure to meet you."
It is a pleasure to meet you as well, Cassian. And he goes to try to shake your hand. You don't feel anything when he does, but shakes your hand nonetheless.
My friend, I'm afraid that the Harvest Festival was not quite when you think it was. You may have been out here longer than you believe.
Did I miss it? Was it last week or a couple days ago? How much did I overshoot it by?
Much more than that, my friend. I think that maybe you... And I'm going to look at him very intently when I say this. I think you may have been forgotten. Does it trigger anything with him?
Only as much as if you were talking to a normal person and said it, it doesn't look like he's picking up on the nuance of what you're saying.
Would my history check allow me to know how folks like this could be freed or relieved or...
Yeah, with a natural 19, you would know it's generally not a good idea to point out that they are dead. It can... Sometimes that is enough to dismiss them completely. Sometimes it will aggravate them.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell which one it is. What was your other question? I'm sorry.
No, that sums it up. That's fine.
Okay.
I kind of speak up. You said you were lost because your constellation map kind of turned you around?
It must be. I thought I should have been there by now, but
Would you
look.
like to compare it with this? And I kind of pull out a map that I've been taking and the constellations associated with it as well from at sea.
Yeah, he takes it from you, and you see as he takes it from you, he's holding it. He's physically holding your map, comparing it to his own. He goes, I see where I messed up. That is unfortunate. I've been traveling in the wrong direction for several kilometers now, at least. All right. Would you mind if I quickly transcribe, take notes, so I know which way to go?
Please be my guest, but maybe for that I could get a cup of this wonderful stew I'm smelling.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He takes the ladle, and you feel something placed in your hand when he offers you a bowl, but there's nothing in his hand. And as you put out your hands to take it, you feel the weight of a bowl. And then he goes to the fire, and the rest of you just see this guy basically playing charades. Mm-hmm. He goes to the fire and starts stirring something that isn't on the fire, and then comes over to you, Newmont. And as he gets closer to you, you can smell this wonderful stew. He ladles it into your invisible bowl, and you feel the bowl get heavier. None of
So
you
I
see
do
anything.
feel this.
You feel it.
I put it up to my mouth. Do I feel it touch my lips?
It's warm. Yeah, it's nice.
I'll take a sip.
You die.
It's some kind of a hair stew. I mean, the guy's doing the best with what he's got access to out here.
But he can taste it? Like,
It's not too bad.
Can he taste the stew?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Does the campfire feel warm?
No.
Hmm.
Well, that's weird.
Does the soup feel warm when I taste it?
Yep.
What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of so confused.
I'll just sit there while he's copying the notes and really look perplexed, but also I'm enjoying nice hot food at the moment,
Yep.
even though I can't see it.
Vicar will be like, in disbelief,
Yeah.
looking at Numa. Enjoy this air.
No, really, you gotta try this. And I reach out my hand with nothing in
I'm
it.
gonna lean over to Cassian and quietly say, "Did he smoke anything you're carrying?"
Not tonight.
With a heavy degree of suspicion, Vicar will reach his hands out and accept the air that
The
Numa
air
is.
soup. Air soup.
You accept the air soup and you feel it is, in fact, air soup. It's there. He's not
I will-
crazy.
I will take a sip.
It's decent. I mean, it's no
It has taste.
5-star meal, but yeah.
Do you
I'll hand it back to Numa and just shake my head.
It's been a long day, huh, Vicar?
yeah.
I guess.
Do you swallow anything? Or is it like
Oh yeah, I tasted it. It's good. You want some?
sure.
Here?
Kai is now very confused.
So,
additionally.
I will talk to the guy and I'll ask, what were you looking for at the Harvest Festival? What were you going to do there?
I was just coming to visit family. And he's sitting there, he's still transcribing Numat's star charts here.
Who's your family?
I've got a granddaughter, Natalie. She is feisty, but her parents, unfortunately, they passed some time ago, and I've taken to merchant life, trying to make a living.
Oh.
So I come during the Harvest Festival and as often as I can to try to shower her with gifts and whatever else that I can give.
What's your
is
last
the
name?
Harvest Festival
Oh, yeah.
sorry, is the Harvest Festival in Norhaven? Would I?
The Harvest Festival is in Norhaven proper.
Okay, so he's looking for Norhaven proper. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vicar. Go ahead.
Yeah. What's your last name? I'm just trying to see if Cassian knows the family.
Yeah, that's right.
Last name is Capoli.
Capoli.
Cannoli.
No.
Capoli.
Oh, Capoli.
Have you ever had?
I'll
cannoli
look at-
before? It's
I'll
good.
look at Cassian inquisitively. Like, does this mean anything to you?
I will look at the DM inquisitively.
There's a lot of people in Norhaven. Name doesn't specifically ring a bell. Go ahead and roll a history check for me, just for shits and
This will be a
giggles.
one-off. Let's see.
Yeah.
A natural 4.
Yeah, no.
No idea.
Doesn't ring a bell at all.
At Capoli's, they have a sick Italian place up the street from the manor. How could I forget?
Is that true?
It is now.
I'll ask him. Do you know of the Greys?
I do know of the Greys, yes.
What do you
It's
think
my-
about them?
Well, I have mixed feelings. My granddaughter's parents, my son-in-law and my daughter, they died in service of the Greys. They were Greys themselves. So I am proud at their sacrifice, but I am angry and sad at their passing.
That's understandable.
And he looks a little down, just continuing to chart out his map.
Cassian has his white knuckle grip around his pendant.
He looks up at the rest of you and goes, "Is there anyone else that would like some more soup?"
I kind of make an Italian hand gesture and just say, "Molto bene."
You know what? It's Capolai now. It's not Capoli. Capolai. No more stupid Italian jokes.
I'm a believer in the air soup. I'll take some.
You have some more air soup. It's decent.
What did you say this guy's name was again?
His last name is Capolai. You never asked for his first name.
No, good.
What is your first name, my friend?
My first name, Baguli.
That's a very unique name, Mr. Baguli.
So your name is Bagoli Capoli.
I'm We are.
I did it to myself.
Yeah.
I was trying to
Holy
avoid
shit.
by calling
There's
it
no
Mr.
avoiding
Back-
when Sid is here.
The one time I don't think.
Yeah.
We are making our way
Well.
to Norhaven very quickly. Unfortunately, I don't have a horse for you, but if you have a gift that you would like to give to your granddaughter, I can take it to her.
Oh, of course. I suppose you'll be there before I will. Let me see. Give me just one moment, if you will.
Mhm.
And he stands up and he goes off to the side, rooting through a bag of some kind that doesn't seem to be there. What are you guys doing while he's going and fetching that?
Eating my soup.
I'm gonna nudge Kazer and be like, "Do you sense any magic off this guy?"
I will.
That'll be a DM question.
No, not. I mean, not that you have like a magic radar or anything like that, but it's hard to.
Like this
Tell,
doesn't seem
I mean-
like any kind of invisibility spell or anything like.
I mean, it could be. It's really hard to tell without casting a spell of your own, like detect magic or something like that. But you've also dealt with weird spirit stuff before, and this could definitely just be in the realm of weird spirit stuff.
I do definitely enjoy my suit for the brief moment, but I do know we are out in the wilderness at dark and things are astray. So I will definitely be more so on the lookout instead of analyzing this one
Yeah.
stranger's actions.
Yeah, I'll probably
There-
start setting up camp, like tents and.
There's a physical light emanating from the non-campfire, right?
There is a physical light emanating from the campfire.
But there's no warmth.
Numa, go ahead and roll a perception check for me as your friends are talking amongst themselves.
19.
19. You notice that the figure's gone. He's not there anymore. And the light from the fire that was never really warming anything has also been snuffed out. And a pair of old boots are the only thing that are lying in the snow next to the log where you guys first saw this figure. There is, however, a small wooden doll next to your map chart.
I will pick up the wooden doll. Do I sense anything?
The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. That's about as much as you sense.
I'll turn to Cassie and show him the doll and say, "You think this was his gift?"
Absolutely. I'm not sure if we totally dismissed him or if we need to deliver this to his granddaughter to dismiss him, but that's probably the last we'll see of him for a little bit. He's on a journey, a perpetual search for his granddaughter, and hopefully we can help him finish the journey.
I will snag the wooden doll and keep it.
All right.
Natalie
You
Capola,
tuck it in your.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Natalie Capola. Capoli. Natalie Capoli. All right. Yeah, you guys set up camp for the night, I assume?
Yeah.
Well, that's sad.
Okay. You guys keeping watch, or
Yeah,
what you doing?
Yeah, definitely.
always
Alright.
from here on out.
Uh-huh.
Always from here. Fair enough. All right. So here is what I'm going to have happen. Who is? We're going to split this up in just 2 watch cycles because you guys can easily do 2 watch cycles with everyone out here in the open. We don't have to do that weird, like, a billion different watch alternations. So, who's taking first watch?
I can do it.
I will as well.
I could be in. Are you gonna split the group 3 and 3?
Yeah, I think me and Kaz are split because me and him don't have to rest the full time. So
Are we all just not resting next to each other? Is there any reason to like split?
My perception's pretty good, and I have dark vision, so I don't mind doing it.
well, we're splitting watches, so we could stagger the sleeping.
You guys have 2 tents with you that would be good to set up as shelter from the cold wind. If you guys want to sleep under the stars, that's up to you, but there will need to be some checks made to see if you guys get too cold tonight.
Nope, tents will be set. That's what Vicar
Okay,
was doing
I'm
while
cuddling.
Newmont was.
Right. You guys can easily fit 3 people to a tent without too much of an issue. So you can still have people awake in your tent. It's not like one tent is going to be more exposed. So Vicar, Newmont, and Sid are taking first watch.
Yes.
No.
All right. I am going to need you guys to make a perception check.
Use them eyes.
I get a 12.
Yeah. 10.
Don't worry, boys. A 21.
Nah.
21. Okay.
Good job.
Vicar and Newmont are off in the corner playing cards. And
I'm playing with the doll.
Oh my god, this is so sad.
okay. For the sake of this, I'm going to say that the people who, going forward, everyone who's on watch, while you're actively on watch, you have your armor on. It makes sense to me that you would,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So, noted. Yeah, I see that. That goes for
Yes.
everyone. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. You know who you are.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Ninjas.
All right. Good to know.
Where's Castian?
So, roll perception check for me as well.
The unnamed person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You also see what I'm about to describe.
Oh, great.
So, while Vicar and Newmont are playing cards, a little bit distracted, Sid, the wind howls and whines, brushing the snow across the ground in a scattered frenzy. Then a sound shatters the silence. A growl, not from the wind, but something darker. A low, guttural, wrong growl. It stretches through the air, reaching into you and gripping your spine like the very cold does, echoing as if from somewhere too close and too far all at once. And then comes another, and another, all around you. The wind stirs the snow, but within the swirling frost, you see them, shapes, moving, stalking, and watching. At first they're only shadows, mere suggestions of large cats, silhouettes bleeding into the unnatural gloom. But as they circle, their bright yellow eyes emerge from the void, glowing and hungry. Their bodies are wrong, their limbs are stretched just a little bit too long, their movements are too smooth and too silent. They do not crunch the snow beneath them, they almost don't breathe. I'm going to need you to roll for initiative.
Just me?
That's everybody.
I'm nat 20, baby. I'm rolling fire tonight.
God damn.
That sucks to roll a nat 20 on that, though.
I know.
The
I can't
only
wait
place
to
it
not
doesn't
make use
matter.
of it.
I get a 19.
A 7.
For flavor's sake, I'm gonna slam my warhammer against my shield and yell to the group, "Eyes up! We got friends."
All right. I'm going to say that because of that, you are not surprised.
Boundary is up, by the way.
You got a -2, Cassian.
What?
What? Huh?
On my initiative, it showed up as a -2 for you. What did you roll?
19.
Weird.
close enough.
Okay, I don't know why it did that.
Close enough.
Hi, what'd you roll?
With advantage, I got an 8.
Got an 8.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Vicar also rolled 19. Which of you has higher
My dex is
dex?
19.
My dex is 20.
Wow.
Get
Okay.
shit on.
Get shitted on, kid.
What if my dex was also 20? What would we do?
Then
Kill each other.
Rolly.
you guys get to decide. You can either do rollies or one of you can say, I want to go first.
I don't know. Cassian and Vicar have been fighting together so long it doesn't matter who goes first.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. So, let me go ahead and throw up an image for you guys to see what you're fighting against before we get started here.
So am I surprised?
Josh, can you pull up the map?
Or
Yeah, it's
Kazuo?
already up.
Okay, all right. No one is surprised because Sid was able to warn everybody in time. He was able to see what was happening.
But I don't have my armor on.
You don't have. You are the only one who doesn't have armor on right now.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Are we also in the tent, or are we out by the campfire
I would assume we would be out since
while we're on watch?
Yeah, the people who are taking watch, you guys can tell me where you were. Cassian, you can just place yourself along whatever tree you wanted to be alongside of. I'm trying to pull up my image here. There you go. Okay.
I can grab
Artwork.
my sword and shield though, right? Like I can. Right. As I leave the tent.
That is a cool image, Scott. I like it.
Right?
Jeebus.
Yeah, it's a guy, but that's what like I was going for. Like it's a straight split down the middle, and
Yeah.
it's a cool ass tiefling features on one side, and then just basic ass human girl on the other.
Yep. It's cool.
Sick.
Who's 11?
All right. Okay.
I knew it.
Combat encounter. Okay. Sid, you are up. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 large cat creatures that you can see.
Interesting. Yeah.
Am I able to see them on the map currently, or are they not there yet?
I am-
There yet. Just hover on your
That's
mouse
an
where
A.
you want me to drop on Jacob.
Just place some scat
Not right on top
around
of
the
each other?
campsite. Yeah, all of them are within 30 feet by the time Sid sees them.
Kazer, where'd Castian go?
Since my initiative is so low, for some odd reason, when Sid yells, "Eyes up, we got company," I, for some odd reason, start picking up the cards very rapidly.
Start stuffing the aces up your sleeve. All right. Up first, Sid.
I'm going. Oh, let me make sure I can do this. 1, 2, and is any of this difficult terrain?
You're currently inside of a tree,
It's fine.
so that would be difficult terrain. But if you're going around where like the base of the tree would be, then no, it's not.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 puts me here.
Yep.
Word. Yeah, I'm swinging on this thing with the hammer.
All right. You are going to have to roll with disadvantage.
Oh, God
Disadvantage?
damn it.
Yes. So you see,
They're kids.
Are they cats or are they dogs?
they're cats. They're
They're not cat dog?
They are large cats, but they are cats that have these tentacle-like appendages that come off them. They're furry appendages, like extra tails. And as they shake them, you see the cat kind of duplicate, and there's 3 of them standing next to each other
What's it called?
as it projects some sort of illusion that makes it hard to tell where it actually is.
What is this cat called?
Will I beat Does 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
Okay. That's my first attack. Oh, okay. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit.
Oh, it's closer though.
Okay, so we know what we're working with. I missed both attacks. I'll go ahead and pass.
Got it. Dog
Okay.
shit hits one hit.
God damn.
Gotta blow that 20 early, bud. Jesus.
All right.
I popped the cherry too quick.
Honestly,
Cassian, you're
probably worth.
All right.
Goddamn cat dogs. Wait, so
You get within whip distance of that guy for sure.
Yep.
Displacer beasts. Christ, it fucking says their names. What are they doing
how
out
do I-
here?
This UI, I want to murder. How do I fucking undo the ruler measure thing?
You gotta click on the
Just
square.
Click the square
Oh, the square.
above the ruler.
Let me.
Above the ruler.
The ruler.
Okay, I'm going to, from behind this rock,
Rock.
I'm going to crack my whip over Sid's left shoulder.
Shids.
Shit.
Shid's pant.
Does 21 hit
With disadvantage?
with disadvantage?
Damn.
Yes. Does 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Going to take a crack at this motherfucker.
Okay. As you see Cassian make contact, it's like it stuns the beast, and all three images shift back right into one image. No longer have disadvantage on attacks against this beast.
I'm going to dump a combat master into this as well. So that is 3, 5, 13 points of damage into the displacer beast, and I get to know a vulnerability or an immunity or let me read this real quick. Hold on.
Something.
No. That's not it. Where's it? Oh, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you expend one superiority die to attempt to learn a weakness, a weakness or strength of the target. You find out vulnerabilities, resistances, or immunities that the creature has, if it has any. The player may choose one of of those three categories to learn.
Oh.
I will learn resistances.
It is not resistant to anything.
Wonderful. Beat the shit out of it, boys.
It doesn't like being hit.
How much damage did you do to it?
13 points of damage.
13 points.
Yes, and I'm going to take a second attack against it, not at disadvantage, and that's a
Hey.
16 plus 9, so that hits.
Nope.
That is 3, 6, 7 points of damage.
7 points damage. All right. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Okay. It has boring ass attacks. Boo. It's gonna come here and pounce on you, Cassian, after you hit it,
Mm-hmm.
and attempts to attack you.
Bork.
That's a 20, not nat,
It hits.
and
Did it also roll the 19?
a 9.
That one misses.
Yes, it also rolled 19.
Okay.
Okay, so one hit on you. You see its tentacle come out, and it has like these almost teeth-like protrusions on it, and it slashes at you. You take 10 points bludgeoning damage, max roll, and 3 points piercing damage as this thing clobbers into you.
That's so
Fun deal.
specific.
All right, that's going to end its turn. You see this other one come down here at Numat. It's gonna try to do the same thing.
Wow, wow, wow.
2 attacks. It's gonna be a 15 to hit you, Numat,
Nope.
and lower to hit you. Both attacks are gonna miss. Vicar, your turn.
I'm not even phased. I'm still looking at the cards, picking them up.
Yeah, I'd
this
like to
one
think that, like, as you're ducking down to pick cards, this one thing swipes at you,
shoots over your head.
and
yeah.
then like,
And then I
you
go,
to
oh, I
scratch-
forgot one. And I bend
Yeah.
down again, and it misses.
Is this one over here back to having its 3?
Not yet.
Okay. So, I will. And does it look messed up, or is it just?
Oh,
still
wait,
good?
I'm sorry. End of its next turn. So it was hit before its turn,
Yep.
which means
Mhm.
it does have. It is back to shimmering.
Okay, got it. Then I will use the bracers of flying daggers, and I will make 2 ranged attacks at the Displacer Beast closest to Numa.
Okay.
And they'll be
go
sneak
for it.
attacks. So,
Well, only one of them can be a sneak attack
well, if it lands.
if it lands.
Oh,
So they're both with disadvantage, and it's an 18 plus 7 for the first, and then a 16 plus 7 for the second.
That's gonna hit. The second attack you don't make with disadvantage.
Okay, got it. So the first one is it's a D1d4 plus 4, I guess, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't actually have damage.
Yep, 1d4
Plus sneak
plus
attack.
4.
I'll just roll them both, the attacks. So it's a 2 plus 7 for the second one.
2 plus 7, so 9.
Yeah,
oh wow.
to hit on the second one.
Oh, that misses. I thought you were talking
Yeah.
damage.
So then we're talking for the first one is a 1d4 plus 4, and that's gonna be a 5. And then I'm just gonna do the 4d6 in here, and I'm regretting that immensely.
6.
9.
So it's 14 points of damage.
Yep. Okay, does that end your turn?
Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
April, come here.
You see this other one's gonna come up, try to hit you. 2 attacks. That's going to be an 11 to hit. That's going to miss you, isn't it?
Misses. Yep.
And a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
You take 7 plus 5, 12 points of damage.
I will half it.
Okay. That was for the first attack, right?
No, the first one missed. The second
First one missed. Okay, thank you
Yeah.
for. Okay, yep. Ba-bum. That ends its turn. Are there 6 of them here? Should be
1,
6. Of them.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, there should be 6 big ones, Josh.
It should be 6 total.
1, 2, 3, 4,
He said big ones
5.
like that.
Oh wait, nope. You're right. That's my bad. My mistake.
So 4 big ones, and then there's a little one.
Yep.
Aw.
Capture it.
Oh,
15, 20.
I was trying to get my displacer beast to come over. She won't move. April, come here.
This one's gonna come up here.
Come here.
Oh, that's why I forgot to hit next. Duh. That's why it looked like it wasn't doing the right thing. Okay.
It's so pretty.
Natural 1 to hit you, Cassian. Does that hit?
No.
I'm gonna say as it's bounding, it steps on one of its tails and like does this weird roll thing.
Oh,
Um,
kitty. Belly
yeah.
rubs.
It's gonna try to hit you with the second attack as it's trying to recover. Nope, that's a natural 4.
Nice.
Kazer, you're up.
Okay, I will.
Bye, Kaiser.
I will go here. Yeah, we got this, Kai.
Let me know what it's like.
I'm going to upcast Chromatic Orb, the 3rd level.
All right. You have disadvantage on the one close to you, and you have normal roll on this one, I believe.
Yeah, I'll do the far one then, if that's the case. So Jacob, when I use Empowered Spell, is that something I can like choose to use after the damage roll, or is that something I have to like pre-say?
Can you read it for me? I'm pretty sure you have to pre-say it, but
when you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll a number of the damage die up to your charisma modifier.
Oh.
You must use the new rolls.
no. So you can roll your damage, and then you can be like, I don't like
Choose
this,
to
and
do
then
that.
yes.
Cool.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh. It might be inspiration time.
Already?
That was a bad roll. I'm guessing a 9 doesn't hit, Jacob.
And 9 does not hit. No.
Honestly, sure, yeah. Does a 24 hit?
At 24 will hit. Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
April, what are you doing?
So 15 points of damage, but I got 2 ones. I'll keep that actually. So I got 2 ones, which means the orb bounces to another target within 30 feet.
All right. Yeah, I forgot they updated Chromatic Orb and made it like a
Yeah.
broken spell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's so
I was using
it's
the
so
legacy
good.
spells before, right? So everything's
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, Chromatic Orb is like hella busted now.
yeah, I can tell.
It hits Newmont, you said?
Yeah, it hits Newmont in the face. So then I guess we'll go. I guess we have to go to the one right below. A nat 20. Is that one with disadvantage, even if it's bouncing from?
It is with disadvantage.
Damn,
But didn't the first one hit, though?
bruh. A 10.
It bounced though,
Oh.
so he goes again. 10 misses. You see it sail right through one of the illusory cats. That ends your turn?
Yeah, I will go here and end my turn.
Kai.
I am totally ready. I have no idea what's going on because I can't see. Kaiser's like, what the heck? Okay,
Sound ready.
guess we'll go out 2. So we'll go 5, 10, 15. Oh, there's holy shit, there's cat dogs outside. All right, these look kind of terrifying.
Cat dog, cat dog, cat dog, cat diggity dog.
I'm gonna gum. April, no, don't lick me. April, stop. Fuck. That is 25 pointsies.
Okay.
Do these 2 in front of me look all vibraty?
The one right in front of you looks all vibrating.
Vibrating?
The one in front of Newmont does not look all vibrating.
Oh, these don't look very vibraty. Kai isn't sure if this is going to do anything, but Kai would like to do a line of lightning, because lines of lightnings are things.
Okay.
I wasn't sure how that works with the vibraty one.
If it is a saving throw,
Yeah.
that doesn't involve disadvantage.
Okay.
So I just need to make a saving throw.
Okay, he's going to do that. It's a saving throw of 15 dex.
15 dex. They got pretty good dex. Let's see here.
And cat dogs.
Well, first one fails,
Man.
and second one also fails. Wow, that is unfortunate for them.
I rolled pretty good. It's not great, but it's 10 points of damage.
All right, so that's
11. Sorry.
number 2 and number 3. You said you rolled 11 points of damage?
Sorry, yeah, I can count.
11. Okay.
Cool.
What else you got?
Is the one in front of me still vibrating?
Let me.
That's why I asked. I didn't know. Who was doing lines?
If it is hit by an attack, this trait is disrupted. I think that counts as an attack, doesn't it? So.
Yeah. Awesome. That's why I did that. Sweet. So I'm just gonna. I'm like, ha! I can see it now. I'm gonna try to smack it now, with my longest of the swords. as my cat sits on my desk. Ooh. 7 plus 5. Wow, that's terrible. 12.
Well,
That's one more than Sid.
12. It just misses.
Damn it, son of a bitch.
Ooh, we're figuring it out.
I am then going to, because I'm not in my armor, I'm going to do patient defense as a bonus action, and then I'm done.
All right.
Wherever.
Newmont,
Question,
perception check
Jacob.
for me.
Oh,
But it's not your turn yet. I need a perception check.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Seriously?
Yeah.
hell
Um,
yeah, Newmont.
Very well hidden back in this little corner. You see a very small cat creature. Looks to be the same make and model of the ones you're fighting currently. But it's
Hell
hissing.
yeah.
Wait,
And it's
What
kind of
year, though?
like fake pouncing. Not even 1 year yet.
Oh.
Hmm.
Does he
the
announce
new
this?
model.
And now it is your turn, Newmont.
I forget when it was, but I was literally like thinking about in this campaign how sick it would be to have a displacer kitten
Yep.
like familiar.
They're so
And
cool.
I
You're
get-
Jacob.
You're gonna make Jacob kill himself on camera.
What's better than 6 people?
I've got the
7.
mind control collar or whatever it is, the mage
Don't
collars
flip.
from when we were in prison or wherever that was in the Drow City.
Well, we were in prison. Remember?
I'm
when we were
clapping.
part
I'm
of-
clapping. I'm clapping.
I can
that
giveth
bitch on
and I
that
can
cat.
taketh away.
Bro.
Jacob,
Yes.
if I move to where I just moved, these trees, do they completely obscure me, or is it still technically like they could see me?
I would say that I'd give you like a +2 to your AC. They would
Could they
be
still
able
see
to
me?
perceive you, yeah.
Okay.
The cat.
I will spend a key point and bonus action disengage, run here, and after hearing the growls from these cats, I kind of disform and my bones crack and I get on all fours, my back hunches, my jaw displaces and kind of goes halfway to the ground, and I let out the same growls as I heard these cats make, and I will cast Hour of Reaping. And
All right.
Kai and Vicar are out of range, but the 3 enemies closest to me need to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
You guys just see me run into the thick bushes and fucking you just hear.
Jesus Christ, there's another cat dog arriving. Go to kill it.
A natural 1 for the one closest to you.
Fail.
Wisdom saving throw. Oh, I was clicking the wrong thing for a second there. It doesn't matter. Either way, that's going to fail as well. And yeah, they only have 1 better for nat 20. Woo, let's go. Okay, so the one all the way down succeeds. The other 2 fail.
The other 2 are frightened and can't move toward me and get disadvantage on their attack rolls.
The little kitten is hissing at you and has its tail, like its back hunched and its tail straight up in the air. The other displacer beast down here by Vicar looks like it's cornered. Doesn't look happy.
I use my bonus action. That was my action, and that will end my turn there.
All right. Sid, your turn.
It's me again. Well, I think we know what I'm doing. I'm gonna actually first I'm gonna move. Wait,
Cassian,
this
you're on
one-
deck.
Yes, sir.
This one here has the
Everybody's back up
Flanking.
around you.
Everybody's back out now. Oh, flanking, yes, you do get a +1 bonus for
Okay.
that.
All right, just want to make sure. Then I'm gonna first attack this one.
Okay.
For a nat 20.
Oh.
Disadvantage.
Jacob got hit with so many disadvantage rolls in the
A
fight
dirty
that
21.
he had to give it back to us.
You know it.
Dirty 21.
All right, a dirty 21. I wonder what a natural 21 would look like. Yep. Yeah, that's going to hit.
What is my? Is it D8, right? My special ed. Yeah. Yeah. 5 points of damage.
Ah, gee, April.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
That was my first attack. Yeah.
Yes, it is now no longer shimmering, by the way.
Okay, so this is a 24,
Regular.
and that's going to be 6 points of damage.
6 point of damage.
6 point of damage.
And then I forgot to fucking smite. I'll do that next turn. We haven't long rested yet, right? This is an interruption of our long rest.
It is an interruption
Okay.
to your long rest.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna stay in its attack range, and I'm just gonna change my position to go.
What?
Here.
Okay. You're doing a little ring around the rosy with it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Does that end your turn?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Cassian, you're up. Vicar, you're on deck.
Okie dokie schmokey. I'm going to crack my whip around Sid's shield.
Oh.
Sid has a shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my whip and reach around Sid. And I'm going to hit the one that's not vibrating anymore. And I'm going to expend a superiority die for Whiplash Precision, which gets rid of my close range disadvantage. That's a 16 plus 9 to hit.
That's going to hit. I love the flavor.
That is 4, 5, 6 points of damage plus the superiority die, which is an additional 6. 12 points of damage on the non-vibrating
Nice.
All right.
D10.
It looks bloodied.
And then in one swift motion, I'm going to, like immediately after the first crack, I'm going to pull the whip back across Sid's shield, and the adamantine shards in the whip are going to create sparks that fly off of Sid's shield as it whips off of his shield and tries to hit this guy, and I'll burn another superiority dice to cancel. Well, I guess double disadvantage because he's vibrating, plus I'm too close.
You don't get double disadvantage. You only get disadvantage once. So
You might as well just.
Not spend it, right? Because I'm going to be disadvantaged regardless.
might as well. Also, take
you
an
want the extra
inspiration
damage.
for the cool description. I like the flavor.
Oh, thank you. Okay, that's a 17 and a 15, so 15 plus 9 I think still hits, right?
That does still hit.
Okay, and then that'll be 6 points of damage on that one. And just for titties, Vicar, where are you? You're over here,
Over
right?
here, baby.
I'm going to use another superiority die and use a superiority die for Commander Strike.
You have to sacrifice,
You have to
one of
sacrifice
your
an attack.
attacks.
Yeah. Do you have one of those left?
Well,
Let me think about this for a second.
You could action surge if you haven't done it yet. This long rest.
Does he have 3 attacks yet?
No.
No,
Only
if
the
I action
action
search, I
surges.
do. Yeah.
Is that level like 9?
Okay, we're gonna wait, Vicar. Sorry to get you bluffed, but
Give me a horn. Get me all
sorry.
wrecked.
With that attack, you did also bloody the second beast.
Hell yeah.
All right. Is that your turn ended?
That does it.
All right. The two kitties near Cassian and Sid. One's going for Cassian, one's going for Sid. Seems fair to me.
Hooray!
Go for Sid first. That's going to be a 24 to hit you, Sid.
relax. Yeah.
And a 22 to hit.
Relax.
Sure.
But yeah.
What
But
else?
yes. But yes.
That's going to be a total of 15 points of damage as the tails clobber into you.
Ew.
Oh wait, no, sorry. That was just for the first attack.
Ew.
Oh,
So 15 plus 8, so 23, 24 points of damage total. And the other one's going for
15,
Cassian.
8 is 23 and
Just 23.
Yeah, yeah.
Just 23 points.
plus
23.
one because fuck you, Sid.
Yeah, because fuck you. The first attack misses you, Cassian.
What are we doing with
The
that?
second attack is another natural 1. Great. That's gonna miss. Vicar, you are up. Kazer, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna step here for flanking bonus, and I will make a rapier attack, a sneak attack against this guy, and I believe it is with disadvantage or
It is with
Has it-
disadvantage. It is not.
Has it had? No, it's not, right?
Disadvantage.
It hasn't gone yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't gone yet.
Well, it
Is
doesn't matter.
advantage?
I rolled like absolute shit, but I do get. It's a 13.
13 just hits.
Hey.
Wow. Plus 10 rapier for the win. Holy shit.
For 3.
Plus 10 to hit. Plus 10 rapier. That would be absolutely insane.
Yeah, plus 10 rapier will never be out to anybody, by the way.
All right. So we're gonna roll a d8 over here. That's this one, right? And then we get 2 plus 7 is 9, and then 3d6. We're gonna roll them by hand because fuck that shit. It screwed me. 9, 10, 11, 14, 17, and 20 damage.
20 damage total.
Yep. And then bonus action, we're gonna do an offhand attack with the dagger of the Underdark with no plus 2 DC, and it's a natural 18. Hell yeah!
That will hit.
So it's just a 1d4 plus 4. And then it says once per day when the wielder strikes a creature in dim light or darkness, the dagger deals an additional 1d4 poison.
Yep, so it would be 2d4 plus 4.
Okay, so we get a 1 on the first one, so that's 5, and then 4 poison damage. So it's an extra 9. So it's 29 total.
Alright. That ends your turn.
I'm gonna step off to the side so that they can't get the bonus on me, and then I will end my turn.
Okay. One. So, let me see how smart they are. Let me see how smart they are.
Kitty. Meow.
Let me roll for it. Okay, they're not smart enough to flank because they definitely could just go.
Yeah,
They get the bonus,
yeah,
but-
true.
They're not that intelligent, so he's just gonna come over here and try to attack you.
All right.
Disadvantage.
Why? Oh,
He's frightened.
Good call. Good call.
Good job, Cat.
That's not going to hit thanks to disadvantage, and it's going to
Oh,
try
yeah.
to strike again. That is going to be first attack is a 17, but let's see what he rolls for the second
Well,
attack. Also 17.
17 would hit.
Okay,
for
so he
both,
does hit you with the second.
But I will use defensive duelist and add 3 to my AC, and Vicar will parry both of the tentacles.
All right. The combination of this thing being scared and you using your rapier to kind of defend it off doesn't seem to make contact. The other Beast is going to. I feel like I'm missing one. There should be 5 of them, right?
The little one?
2.
5 and the small one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's only 4.
Yeah, I think there was supposed to
big
be 5.
ones.
You can enter another one. A little late to the party, was playing cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was supposed to be 5.
God
Right
damn it,
behind
Josh.
Newmont.
Wait, hang on. I think I can just copy and then paste. There we go. Look at that.
Sorry, I was.
What?
What are we
Oh.
doing?
No, it's all good.
Pretty
It's all good.
Sorry, Georgia, she peed on the carpet. Give me a second.
That dog been peeing on the carpet for
Guess
2
where
days.
that one's gonna
She
be.
about to get fucking
Nope.
adopted, bro.
Newmont could take care of that.
Hell yeah, Newmont.
That's why it's up by you, my guy.
Coming in late.
The other one is going to try to swipe at Kai, because Kai's right in front of it.
He's
Keep in
ready.
mind you don't have armor on Kai.
And he has disadvantage.
Disadvantage. That's going to be 17 to hit.
No, the one that was lowest didn't get frightened.
Brew does not
Correct,
have
but I have-
disadvantage.
He did patient defense.
Okay.
Oh.
God damn.
17 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Second attack is going to be 25 to hit.
Also hits.
How does it feel to be one of us normal folk, Kai?
Yeah.
No, I was like, I'm gonna start sleeping with that shit on.
You can't. That would be so uncomfortable.
Extra long.
You take 13 points of damage as it
Okay, okay.
lowers into you.
My cat tries to also attack me.
Kazer, Kai, you're on deck.
Okay, I will take a step out so I have vision.
Oh.
Not to be boring. Yeah, not to be boring. I don't want to use fireball and nuke everyone, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'll do 3rd level chromatic orb.
I do have. What is it? Evasion. So I have advantage on, or not advantage. If I make a dex saving throw, I take only half damage instead, or take no damage if I succeed. So I'm not like totally opposed to you trying to nuke me.
Okay.
And Kai does have
you want me to-
resistance to fire damage.
Well, I was gonna do something else, but if I'm being honest, Kazar is not gonna turn down the opportunity to nuke Vicar.
To nuke his
no punishment. So
Don't fucking kill him.
let's aim this.
It's dex, right?
Yeah.
It's
Just
Dex.
making sure. Okay.
it's
Here's the
like-
question though: does it reach the little? It will reach the little displacer beast in the
no,
back,
fucking touch the little
unless you want to hit Kai too.
He's a casualty.
Yeah, fuck Kai. Kai's got it.
I'll just do what I was gonna do originally. We'll do a chromatic orb at the one by Vicar.
Do I have that?
All right.
I don't have disadvantage on that, right?
Hey, bro. Why?
I believe it's
I-
this one you don't have disadvantage on.
It
Because
doesn't.
I hit this. Oh, wait. Did that have a turn?
Yes, it hit me.
Yeah, so they're both good to go then.
Yeah.
Well,
they're both
Not
like
if you
that.
roll a nat 2.
Unfortunate.
Fucking
I did also skip over the beast that I just added in that is going to be attacking Newmont. So let's do that real quick.
Good.
Yeah, you can go after Kazu. That's fine.
Could you do a
25.
wisdom save?
Okay, I will do a wisdom save.
Just because if it was there, I would have
Yeah,
attempted
no, that's
that.
It's fair.
that's fair. 16.
Alright.
What's the DC?
14, so never mind. 25 to hit.
25 to hit for the first attack, and 24 to hit for the second attack. I rolled natural 18 and natural 17.
April, come.
Minimum damage for the first attack. That's going to be 7 points of damage total for the first attack, and for the second attack, 6 plus
I see.
9 points for the second attack. And that ends its turn.
That's
right.
good.
Kai, you are up. Newmont, you're on deck.
Speaking of dodging, do you want to dodge something? Vicar?
Me?
Yeah,
Is it a dex?
it is.
I mean, if you got it, man.
I'll
If you
try
got
one.
it,
I'll
I'm
try
alright
one.
with it. Yeah.
So it's 14 deck save.
Alright, I could probably do it.
I'm gonna do it as it's a cone of fire directly in front of me, which will hit basically all
Yep.
three of you.
All right, so wisdom saving or dex saving throw?
Yeah.
Dex is a 22.
Jeez, that's my
22.
that's my third natural one tonight so
Like
far.
this.
You'd be like that. Hey,
All things
you
balanced.
literally made a lock pick for me because
Yes.
of that exact situation.
Okay.
I rolled. My highest roll was a 13.
Hey!
Does that succeed?
Nope, 14.
Okay, both fail.
So it's 13 points of damage of fire.
Vicker sees the fire coming and just like plunges into the snow, and it just goes over the top of him.
Well, it's warmer up here.
Yeah, all of the snow melts off of you,
Yeah,
and then you're just kind of like sat there exposed in this little bare
down my
patch.
back. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, what else you doing, Kai?
And then I'm gonna smack him once and do patient defense. Same thing.
All right,
Oh, 19. 19 plus 5, I assume hits.
that hits.
Yep. That's a 1d8. Hello, April. 7 points of damage. Woo.
7 points.
And then
That one in front of you is bloodied.
And then I am patient.
The kitten is scared and cannot run towards you, so it's going to run this way. 5 feet.
Capture it.
So,
Newmont, your turn. Sid, you're on deck.
Quarterstaff, the
Yeah.
one next to me.
All right.
And this one is disadvantaged because it wasn't
Yes.
hit yet, correct?
Yeah.
That would be a 17 and a 14.
14 hits.
Oh, all right. 11 points of damage.
11 points. You don't have disadvantage on any other attacks.
I will spend a key point and cast Flurry of Blows.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Wait, it's only 3, so that is 9 points of damage.
9 points. Okay.
And the second, 16 to hit,
That's going to hit.
and another 9 points of damage. And I'm just gonna quarterstaff it again.
Okay. Never ending
The-
attacks.
18 to hit,
That's going to do it.
and 6 points of damage.
No one's around to see it, but Numa unleashes a absolute tyrant of attacks against this poor beast who is now yelping and in pain. You just hear all
absolutely
this.
bopping him.
You hear like and like a bunch of
Is our town hall?
cat yelps from back out of sight.
Give me 2 seconds.
And Newmont is gone.
And I'm bouncing all the way down here. And I will end my turn.
Cat's like, where'd he go?
Where the hell did you go? Oh my god, you're all down there.
You will
In
never
this
hit
zone.
Newmont again.
All
He
right.
just did twice.
Okay. Sid, you're up. Cassian, you're on deck.
My turn, and to confirm, this one is bloodied.
Yes, both of the ones by you are bloodied.
Both of them. Okay, good.
Well,
Is this one shimmering as well?
Yes.
Okay, well, I missed my first attack.
Oh. Hit him again.
And 13.
Oh,
13 hits.
Nice.
Oh, but it's only 5 pointed damage.
that's okay.
5 poem, but
Okay.
Poimba.
It is no longer shimmering.
I did 5 poem.
I'll turn there.
It's so dumb.
Cassian, you're up. Vicar, you're on deck.
All right.
All right, so Sid standing next to him. I'm not sure if the rest of the group would see this, but Sid definitely sees this. There's a bright purple flash around Cassian's waist. Excuse me.
Oh.
And Cassian disappears,
Hmm?
and at Sid's feet is a pile of bright purple glowing vipers, and he uses his bonus action to disengage using his viper belt, and the vipers skitter across the snow, on top of the snow, and on top of the log, Cassian reapparates
Nice.
to himself. And when he's here, he will take a whip attack against this guy first.
All right.
Is it-
Very
is that a
cool
disadvantage?
flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
No, it is not a disadvantage. Sid, hit that guy.
Okay, natural 20.
Great.
Damn, 8 gone.
Yeah.
Not if I roll 2 1s. Hold on.
True.
3, 5. 11 points of
He's-
damage.
These things are pretty chunky, so.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to take my second attack against this displacer beast over here by Vicar.
Unless you wanted to use one of your attacks to do something else.
I will do that. That, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Vicar is standing facing the displacer beast for the sake of flavor. His back is to you, but his head turns 180 degrees, and he looks at you with these big, wide bird eyes, as if waiting for
Yeah.
man.
Tell me what to do. This is. Let me be an extension of your arm.
Okay, so Cassian whips at the first beast that he cracked and hit, and then rather he's gonna crank the whip back over his head, and rather than hit the displacer beast, it's just gonna crack over the displacer's beast's head, and an exclamation point, a bright red exclamation point, forms in the air above his head, and that's like his sleeper agent activation word, and he automatically knows what to do. And in the exact same motion, Cassian brings the whip back over his head again and uses action surge to crack at this displacer beast.
All right.
He snakes the fuck out of that other displacer beast though, and Vicar knows to cut its goddamn throat.
All right. You want to do your attack first, or let Vicar do his?
No, Vicar goes first.
All
So
right.
this is all happening in
Just-
less than 6 seconds.
Do I have disadvantage on the one next to me? Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
I did hit it, didn't I?
Oh,
Did it go?
you did hit it. Hang on. Let me check the initiative order.
Thank you.
They have not gone yet. No. No disadvantage.
Okay, so I hit it with a natural 17, and I'm gonna add the 3 to my AC
Okay. All right.
instead. So I will hit it with a sneak attack with the rapier. 4. We have 5 plus, so it's 9, and then 14, 18, oh, 24, 26.
6. All right. It is now also bloodied. The only one that is not bloodied is the one that was fighting Numot, but then Numot blitzed across the map. So, all right. Go ahead, Cassian. Finish your attacks.
17 plus 9.
Which one are you aiming for?
This guy here.
Okay.
Is that disadvantage? I don't remember.
What is that?
It is not yet.
Okay, so 17 plus 9 to hit, and that is 8 points of damage on that one.
8 points of damage. Okay. Vicar. Oh, wait, no, hang on. You're on deck, but you're not
Yes.
up yet. Displacer beasts go. The one of them is going to attack Sid again. The other one's going to attack Cassian again. We'll do Sid first.
Hooray!
Natural. That's my 4th natural one.
Dude,
As that one attacks,
throw those dice in the trash.
I'm using the online dice. I'm using physical dice.
That's
now.
the problem, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
stop
online
doing
dice
that
is
shit.
fucked, bro.
They suck so bad. I cannot
Alright.
even tell you how many times the wall has cucked me.
As
Never
that one
again.
attacks Sid, I'm going to use Sentinel to use my reaction to attack that one that attacks Sid.
Okay.
Now that would be at disadvantage, right? Because it's the end of his turn.
No, because he
It
has two
hasn't
attacks.
reached the end of its turn.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
so
it wouldn't have.
Another natural 20. Let's fucking go.
oh my god! Wow. Okay, so the dice are working in your guys' favor tonight for sure.
Yeah.
I think Cassian has rolled as many natural 20s as you have natural ones.
Yep.
I rolled two. 12
Okay, I rolled
points of
4
damage.
nat ones. 12 points, you said?
Yeah.
All right. It's looking pretty rough.
We have rolled 4 natural 20s this play session already, but 2 of them were non-combat.
Damn, we're even.
Well,
All right.
Mine was a perception check.
Oh, wait, did you have one too?
Yeah, my perception
So we've had
check.
5 nat 20s.
That
3 of
means you
them
get
are
another
combat.
nat one,
Yeah.
Jacob.
Yep, I get another
Yeah,
nat 1. I get
coming
to
up,
add to
baby.
my collection here.
Oh no.
It did hit Sid with the second attack, though, so
Okay.
that's going to be 6 plus 4, 10 points of damage to you. That ends its turn. Then the other one's going for you, Cassian. That's going to be. I shit you not.
Really?
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. Wait, was this your actual dice this time?
No, I'll take a picture to prove it.
That's why.
Boo! That's crazy, man.
Holy.
That's why I don't like the online dice, to be honest.
Yeah, it's ass.
All right, I'm not
Losers
going to send
queue.
it right now because I don't want to give away like what the thing actually does and what
Yeah,
it can
yeah,
do. But I'll
sure,
send it
sure,
after
sure.
the combat. But yeah, that
Nat
was another nat 1.
You had
So
it coming.
let's try to do another attack against Cat. Nat 20. Okay, there we go. Finally.
There we go.
Okay,
Even.
surely.
All right, I'll take another fucking picture.
Now we get a nat 1. That's how this is work.
All
We're
right.
flipping.
Mm.
We spawn
Mhm.
flipped. Fuck.
Yep.
Let's see here. That's going to be 2 days. 6 plus 4.
Make it hurt, please.
Why?
Yeah.
Daddy.
4.
Daddy's home.
16 points of damage. I rolled. It was 46s total with all the damage I rolled, and I rolled 2 6s and 2 1s. So,
Oh, well,
Jesus.
balanced as
It
all
is.
things should be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all right. That ends its turn on you, Vicar.
All right. How are the displacers looking near me?
Both bloody?
There are both of those ones are looking bloodied.
And this one is not. Are either of them?
Vibrating.
They are both not vibrating. The ones in front of you,
Okay.
the ones in front of Sid and Cassian are vibrating.
All right. I will attack the one behind me with the rapier,
All right.
My cat is like.
and we get a. Let's see. It'll be a 15 with the bonus, so I will take off. I'm gonna say 1. I guess for my AC, and we'll hit it with a 14.
All right.
Does that
Also,
hit?
I don't think that's how that sword works. I
Yeah,
think
it
you
does.
have to.
Yes. The first time you attack with a sword on each of your turns, you can transfer some or all of the sword's
Okay, it's the
bonus
first
to your
time you
armor
attack.
class. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't. What I meant was, I don't know if you have to make the roll and then you can say, or if you have to do it before you
Well,
make
so
the roll.
yeah. So before you told me if it hit or not, I was saying. So I rolled
Gotcha.
X, and I'm telling you, I'm only going to attempt to hit it with 14.
Okay.
So you tell me if 14 hits.
It hits.
Okay.
Jacob, I love you, bro.
Like, you don't know what the AC is.
It hits.
It hits. All right. So it's a.
We're so fucked next week. We are so
Yeah.
fucked.
You're fucked this week. Just haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So it's a 2 plus what is it? 6, so it's 8, and then 46. 8. Oh my lord. 14, 18, 20, 26.
26.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, it is looking real bad.
26. It went from bloody to real bad on
Yeah,
real.
well, it's in single digits now. We'll put it that way.
Okay. Yeah. As bonus action, I will attempt to stab this same displacer beast with my dagger of the Underdark, and it is a natural 20, unfucking real.
My God.
But it is literally, it's just a 1d4 plus 4 times 2 because the one extra 1d4 is only once per day.
Yeah.
So we get
So
1 plus 4 is 5, and then we get an extra 6.
6.
damage.
It is
Yep.
barely holding on.
God fucking damn it!
barely
I
holding on.
literally rolled
Dude, this is
2
like
1s
2?
for damage. The D4 is ass.
It
Fuck
does.
whoever made the D4.
Yeah, you have to get like
It's
a cylindrical
ridiculous.
one.
You need
that
the
rolls.
cylindrical. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, I want to kill myself every time I roll this thing.
Yeah, I hate
Alright,
the
that's my
triangle
turn.
D4.
Okay. The one that you didn't kill is going to try to kill you.
That's fair. That's fair.
It is very hurt, very unhappy. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
It's going to be 8 plus 4, so 12 points of damage to you.
I take 12.
And second attack
Mm-hmm.
is going to be 15. That misses, right?
Misses.
Oh,
Yep.
that's a lot of damage.
That ends its turn. The other one, it is now vibrating again, by the way. The other one in front of Kai
I'm
is
still
going to
patient.
try to hit Kai.
Still patient. Always patient.
That's going to be a 20 not nat.
That's with patient.
Oh, wait. That's going to be a 17 not nat.
God damn it! I need my armor. I'm at 16. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
You rolled that last time. I was like, ah.
And that's going to be another 17.
Yep. Both of those hit, just like last time.
So that's going to be that's 11 points for the first attack,
Okay.
and minimum damage on the second one.
Yay.
6 points of damage for the second attack.
So weirdly 17 again. Okay, got it. Okay.
All right, that ends its turn. The one that was by Numot is going to.
Protect the little.
I have to see what this thing's move speed is. Hang on. It has.
Doesn't want to follow me across the map?
Oh yeah, sure. It sounds like a great time trying to chase you around the map. 5. It's gonna come down here.
So many kitties.
It's gonna try to hit Vicar.
No.
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
I will add my +3, and it misses. From
It's
defensive
going to try to hit you again.
Okay.
Nat.
Then he say now one.
Please say 1.
I think he did.
Oh, it's 1. Oh, it's 1.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Wait, are you
Is that
serious?
your real die?
That was with real die too.
Oh
That
shit!
misses.
You just cursed. You just
That
cursed. Jacob.
misses.
I rolled the white one just so you guys know. The black one was just off to the side. I didn't roll in that 20, but
God damn.
Is it
that's
up
that
to
my
the fairy
6th one of the
activity?
night.
Tony, stop.
think so, yeah.
Please.
All right. That is going to miss, I guess. Let's try again.
You're welcome to do that.
No,
to
that
me.
was both. Wasn't it?
Was it? I thought it was just
Yeah, the first one hit and
Yeah.
did damage.
Okay. All right.
No,
Never
no,
mind.
I countered the first one with
Yeah.
my defensive duelist, and the second
Alright.
one was the nat one.
That is fine. That one just threw me off. It distracted me. Kazer, you are up.
Fair enough.
Kai, you're on deck.
Okay.
You got it.
Well, speaking of chasing Numot around the map,
Yeah.
I will use haste on Numot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's just double his move speed again. Why
Flies to
not?
the other side of the map
Let's
and
do that.
back for fun.
Bro, I mean, with his move speed, he could literally wrap around the map, hit every character, and then start where he was, and then go around the map again. And then it's just...
Yeah.
I only get 2 attacks.
For now.
Trying to mitigate it, Numa. We all know.
All right, so you cast haste on Numa.
Yeah,
Does that end your turn?
that does end my turn.
All right, Kai,
Go
you are
get 'em,
up. Numa,
boy.
you're on deck.
Vicar, you want to dodge some more?
I'm here for it.
All right. The first one is going to be the same thing, so it's going to be a 14 deck save. See if I can.
Okay, so 3 deck saves for me.
Ooh.
Beef loud.
I get an 11.
Okay,
Right.
so I'm going in order of the ones closest to you. So the first one rolled a 14.
That save.
Next one fails, and 16. So the front one in the front and the one in the back succeed. The one in the middle fails.
I do fail, but I only take half damage.
And the damage is a whopping 10.
So I take
10.
5.
Uh,
The Vicar goes to
so-
hide under the snow, but it was melted too much, and he can't get under it enough.
You see his little
and
tail feathers are still on fire.
It's singed.
So if you succeed, are you allowed to take half damage?
Yes.
Okay, it takes no damage. The one in the front and the one in the back take no damage. The one in the middle takes damage.
Bitches. Well, we're going to do it again, but with lightning going in a straight line. So the
What
first,
the fuck?
First two. Just these two.
Okay.
Straight line. Oh, you okay?
Vicar begins to scream with his head buried in the snow.
Kai, what the fuck are you doing?
I can't stop breathing. So it's a 15 deck save for this next one.
15 deck save, okay. That is going to fail, and that is going to succeed.
For a whopping 8 points of damage.
Okay. The one in the back takes no damage. The one in the front takes damage. That's going to be 8 points, you said?
Yeah, I am then going to second wind, since...
The one in front of you is now bloodied.
Okay. Wasn't he bloodied? This one?
Yeah, I think he was already.
Oh, sorry. I added damage to the wrong. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Let's heal to you, and 8 points damage to you. Yes, okay. That's right. Okay.
And a second wind is a bonus action, because disadvantage does nothing. They always hit me anyway.
All right. Displacer Beast Kitten
Net 20'd.
is going to. It can't move closer to Numa, but it will
No,
go.
my turn ended, so nothing's frightened anymore. From last turn.
On.
It only lasts one turn.
It is going to jump up into a low branch of this tree and hiss. Numa, your turn. Sid, you're on deck.
All right, question. Haste, all the effects of it, is it I get +2 to AC, advantage on deck saves, and an additional attack?
Yeah. And your speed is doubled.
Yes.
God
Is that
damn!
is that correct, Jacob?
I believe so. I think the deck save thing might be like a +2 instead of advantage, but it's close enough.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I will quarterstaff this one.
All right. All of
Is this
them.
vibrating?
All of
No.
them are vibrating.
No. Kai hit one of them, right?
2?
Oh wait, that's right. You did just do that. That's my bad.
Somebody didn't get hit.
Actually, all of them, all 3 of those,
In
have been damaged
weird math.
by Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all 3 of them are good to hit.
14 to hit?
14 to hit will hit.
11 points of damage.
11. Looking real bad, single
Oh
digits.
god, he's gonna kill me.
You might cast Fireball.
God damn. It's a 20.
I will move up this way and on the same one cast Flurry of Blows.
You
Okay.
Wait, how many attacks does he get with haste? He gets double,
Oh
right?
god.
He gets one
I get
additional,
one additional
attack.
one.
Okay.
One additional. Oh, okay.
Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
This is
15
probably
to
the one
hit.
you want to flurry.
15. That hits. Keep in mind, this one's looking pretty good.
But, yeah.
This one that was chasing him.
I thought you just said the one in front of Kai was single digits.
This one.
Yeah.
The one in front of
well,
Kai
this
is
one-
single
Yeah,
digits.
both
And
of
then the one
these
in
two.
front of me is also single digits, but the one in
The one
front
that
of
you're in
you
front of.
is good.
Yeah. I'll allow you to change to the other one if you wanted to change to the other one.
Hit anybody except that one.
Yeah, that's the worst one to flurry of blows.
Yeah.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Oh, he doesn't want to kill him.
I still want to move up, but I would take another quarterstaff attack at that one, and I rolled a 15.
A 15 at the one you hit first, or the one in
Yeah.
front of you?
The one
Okay.
up first.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
7 points of damage.
It had 7 hit points left. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
I just come dashing from around the tent and uppercut it with my quarterstaff, and its skull just fractures and it falls.
All right.
I'm gonna die.
So you still have your
No,
flurry
I
of blows.
specifically moved up one. And do I make a wisdom save now?
Yes. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I think my wisdom save is.
Please roll on that one.
It would be an 11.
An 11. You. Ooh, how many attacks do you have?
2 more.
He has one more. He has one more. And then
Two
the flurry
more.
of blows he hasn't used yet.
Oh
right?
yeah, I do have one more.
I thought you just flirted. Oh.
No, he used 2 quarterstaff attacks already.
Yeah. He didn't do the flurries.
No, Josh, I faded the one that's dead. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It is a creature closest to me, though. Correct.
No, it's the creature that's most hurt. The easiest target.
Oh.
Then that would be
Actually, you know what? You fucking lucked out. The one in front of Vicar has less hit points than
Yep.
Kai does currently.
Uh-huh.
There you go. So yeah, you step up, and you have to
Kai,
use
you
your
hurt?
attacks to hit this one.
A little bit.
Quarterstaff.
Oh, I didn't know
Again. No, that would be an 8.
An 8 that misses.
Then you use your flurry of blows on the same one.
Yeah.
What?
You didn't use your flurry of blows yet. You pulled it.
Yes, correct.
So then would you attack that guy with that?
But I have to hit a creature to use flurry of blows.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. All right. So that ends your turn.
No, I'm thinking.
Wait, didn't you hit this guy though?
Oh, he's dead.
I hit the bottom guy twice with a basic attack, and then I
Yeah,
just
he
attempted a
double
third attack on
quarterstaffed
this
him.
dude.
Yep.
Yeah, but then you'd
I
still be able to
will-
use flurry of blows though.
No, only on the same target, right? Or no?
No, I thought flurry of blows you could just use when you.
Yeah.
Oh
Flurry of
yeah, I
blows.
don't need to hit. That was another ability I was thinking of. Yeah, then
You
I
can.
will use my bonus action and use flurry of blows on the one I just missed.
Go for it.
24 to hit.
24 hits. It's very unlikely you won't kill this thing.
Yeah, 11
Beat the
points of damage.
shit out of this.
11 points.
motherfucker.
Yep. How do you want to do this?
I just take my fist and grab its throat and just squeeze until it doesn't breathe, and then drop it.
Oh my God.
Kai and Vicar, you are seeing Numa's tattoos are glowing bright, sick neon green, and so are his eyes after he kills the first one. Walks right over to the second one without hesitation, pulls out its larynx, and watch it suffocate on its own blood. Kind of driven by this mad, like, lust for power almost. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me again, Numa.
Oh, please.
Numa, you okay there, buddy?
16.
16. You are able to stave it off. You shake your head a little bit and you look down at your hand and you immediately drop what you're holding, a little bit disgusted with yourself, but you got the job done and you didn't hurt your friends doing it.
Vicar says, Numat. You in there, buddy?
During the process of me doing that, you would have noticed that Numat was smirking, and it looked like he thoroughly enjoyed that. But right now, I kind of look like I'm shook and shocked at what I did. I don't say anything back. I'm kind of just staring at the dead cat laying at my feet.
Maybe don't kill anything else.
That's how I gain HP.
Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion.
All right. Does that end your turn, Numa?
Oh god, the cat's coming back.
Ooh, I did not make an attack on the middle one, so yes, I will stay put.
Okay.
And waste 80 feet of movement. Sad.
Waste 80 feet of movement. Dear God. Sid, you are up. Cassian, you're on deck.
I am whacking.
Go ahead and whack.
23.
I'm sure you
Disadvantage.
are.
19.
19 still hits.
Yeah.
The little fuck.
Plus 3, so that's 6 points on the first attack.
Okay. It is single digits.
Ooh.
How single?
What?
40-year-old and
One
8-year-old.
through nine.
Single.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's an 11.
That misses.
Your pickup line didn't land.
Well, I'm gonna move because I'm still technically 5 feet here, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm moving down.
Okay. Cassian, you're up. The one that Sid is walking away from looks real hurt.
I'm gonna dump into that guy. Is he vibrating?
He is not.
Oh, yeah.
I hit him.
16 plus 9 to hit.
Nope.
16 plus 9 hits.
7 points of damage.
Not quite. It has 1 HP left.
I'll take my
Is
second attack.
limping.
All right.
11 plus 9. 19.
That's going to hit.
20.
How do you want to do this?
I want to. The first attack is going to go over Sid's right shoulder, and like deeply gash across the face of the Displacer Beast, and then the second attack will wrap around Sid's breastplate over his shoulder again and hit it again in like a bang bang motion. And then I'll spin Sid around and kiss him deeply on the mouth. As the Displacer Beast.
What?
Here's the question, though. With or without tongue?
What?
No. That was a joke. It didn't land because everyone's confused instead of laughing. So I'm gonna pretend that.
It's canon
I'm
now.
going to. Yeah.
That's not canon.
That is canon. It's okay though. No tongue is only a bonus action.
Yeah. True.
True.
It's just gonna. I'm just gonna zap the life from it with the edge of my whip. It doesn't look like Cassian did that much damage. Almost just like the Displacer Beast kind of gave up.
Yeah.
And
Gave
then
into its wounds.
as I redraw the whip back to my hilt, back to my waistband, the adamantine shards in the whip will create sparks off of Sid's armor, and I will brace for impact as the next Displacer Beast eyes me up and down.
No.
It is now. Well, it's now got 2 of you right next to it, so I'm going to say odds Cassian, evens Sid. Evens, going for Sid.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Actually, you know what? It has 2 attacks. It's going to do 1 attack on each of you. But we'll do Sid's first. That's going to be a 21 to hit Sid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to be 8 plus. So that's going to be 12 points total to you.
Okay.
And to hit Cassian, that is going to be a 20, not nat.
It's gonna be disadvantage because I'm using protection.
Okay. It's
Oh,
going to be a higher, I think, 16 plus 6. So yeah, 20, not that would still hit, right?
Yep.
It's going to be 10 plus 4, 14 points of damage to you, Cassian.
Got it.
And that ends its turn. Vicar, you are up. Kazir, you are on deck.
All right. I will make a rapier attack against the Displacer Beast next to me.
Okay.
We're going to go for a sneak attack. It is a 10 plus 7, and I will add 3 to my AC.
Okay.
So 17 hits, yes?
Yep.
Cool. Then I will roll for damage, and it is 3 plus... What is it? 4? So it's 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have 11, 15, 16, and 20.
20 total?
20 total.
Okay. It is
Alright,
bloodied.
Bonus action attacking with the offhanded dagger, 15.
15 hits.
Yep. 1d4 is a 1. Plus 4 is 5. Unreal. That
that
is
your
like
third?
5 ones in a row with that thing.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Where is Vicar? I don't see him on the map.
He's
5 damage.
down south of the campfire.
I will then move
Goodbye.
There he is.
20, let's say 30 feet. Well, yeah, we'll say 30 feet. And,
Opportunity attack.
No.
Why would
No
that be?
opportunity.
It's
Because
his
of
thing.
my thing.
But that's
Because of Rockish
disengage.
Audacity.
But-
Not for Vigor.
Roguish Audacity, you need to use a bonus action to disengage. You just
Nope.
used your bonus
It's-
action to stab.
No, sorry. Fancy footwork. During your turn, if you make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of the turn.
That
All
creature
right.
can't.
All right.
Yeah.
His thing.
Run away.
That's my
Scared
thing.
little
That's
bird.
my thing. Oh my
He's
god.
scared of
Do
me, not the
not
cat.
Call me a scared little bird.
He's an owl.
I have
I'm
19
taunting you, that's
AC right now. I am not scared of nothing. I'm just making sure this little kitten doesn't
Not
go
scared
anywhere.
of nothing. All right. This panther comes all.
Bring it. Yes, do it. No. Bring it over here.
No, it doesn't make any sense to do that. It's gonna go for Numot. Because Numot is in front of him. That is going to be a miss on Numot and
Nat
a
20s in a row.
16.
Yes, just hits.
Okay.
Wait, even with the haste AC bonus?
Oh,
Oh,
am I
when
still
that ends?
hasted and get +2 to AC?
Yeah.
Does it still hit?
No.
All right. Both attacks miss.
I just
Fast.
just like the cards when I bent down, it swings the first time and I bend down to look at the larynx I ripped out and he just misses.
Yeah, you kind of squat down and pick it up and like, wow, did I really do this? And it's just
Zone.
frustratedly, like purring, I guess. Kazir, you are up. Kai, you're on deck.
Meow.
Are they both like shimmering?
This one is.
This one is the one in front of Cassidy and Sid is not.
Okay. I will use chromatic orb on that one.
Okay.
25 to hit.
25 just hits.
15 points of damage.
Oh.
15. All right.
Fire type damage with that.
You see its coat get singed.
That will end.
Anything else? All right. Kai, you are up. Newmont, you're on deck.
I am going to walk.
Fuck.
I can't move. Walk right here. And then, so this guy's shimmering. You guys are far away. I'll try to shoot this guy with a crossbow with disadvantage. See how that goes. Terribly well. He seems weirdly good with this sometimes. All right. Well, the first one's a 1, so I'm just not going to roll the second one.
All right.
I will just shoot this one then. Yeah. Hopefully, don't do that again. What's a 14 plus something? That should hit.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah. Just a d8, and that's it. If I can find my 8, where'd that make? What? Oh, it's an 8. Ballin'. He takes 8 points of damage. Piercing.
8 points of piercing damage.
And that's
Alright.
it. That's it.
So,
I moved here.
the scared little kitten is hissing at you, Vicar. Are you trying to like coax it down? What are you trying to do?
It's great.
I mean, yeah. I'm just trying to make sure that it doesn't run off. But if it's looking at me, I will try to appear friendly.
Does a 16 hit?
On me? No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
The cat jumps on you from above, going, and like hands on your head and is trying to
And I
scratch
catch
at
it
you
and
as
give
you're
it a
holding
hug.
it at like arm's length.
I should get my cat. April, come here.
No contact made. Newmont.
Could this one closest to me make a wisdom save?
Nat 20.
Damn.
It's too pissed.
Okay, that will be my attack.
Anything else you're doing?
Wait, hold on. I think Flurry of Blows is just a melee weapon attack, is it? Or is it any attack?
It's attack.
Does
Or
a
no,
cantrip...
Oh, yeah, it is.
A cantrip is considered an attack action, correct?
But not a melee attack.
Yeah, if it's a melee attack, then no, it would not be. But if it says an attack, then that's different.
Oh, or a monk weapon.
I will continue to examine the larynx and look a little shocked and spend a key point on patient defense. And end
Alright.
my turn.
Ends your turn. Sid, you are up. Cassian, you're on deck.
The one in front of us is not bloodied yet.
It is bloody. The one in front of you guys is badly hurt.
Got it. Okay. Shimmering, right?
Shimmering, also it's not single digits yet, but it is hurt.
18.
18 hits. You'd rolled with disadvantage.
Yeah. First one was much higher. Ooh. That'll be 9 points on the first.
All right. It is
And
single
then-
digits.
24 to hit on the second attack
That's going to hit.
with 10 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
I'm just gonna come straight over the top of my shield with the warhammer and just flatten its skull into the ground.
All right. Crunch.
Blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Cassian, you're up. Vicar, you're on deck.
All right.
I also moved over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna pump an attack into this guy. Natural 19 plus 9. And the second attack is a natural 12 plus 9.
Is he vibrating?
I
I don't know.
can't remember.
I didn't hit him.
Let's say
Yes.
if you didn't hit him,
I did not hit him either.
yeah, so no. He is vibrating.
Okay, so the first attack is 7 points of damage. The second attack is. You said 13 was his AC? I rolled
Yep.
a 14.
Okay, that just hits. Well, it hits.
Second attack is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Looking real rough. Looking real rough. Vicar, you are up.
If I wanted to try to put this mage collar on this kitten, would it take my action?
Absolutely, yes, it would.
All right, I would like to try to do that.
Makes sense.
Okay. Roll an animal handling check for me while you're trying to do this.
I don't know what that is.
Wisdom?
It is wisdom.
That's
Yup.
not good.
Why do I not see it?
It's a 6.
It's a 6. Nope.
Mhm.
It is
Oh, there it is.
damn hard to get this thing on.
All right. I just try to hold on to it. That's
All
it.
right. Go ahead and roll for. No, I'll have him do that on his turn. Never
All
mind.
right. Yeah.
You need help over there?
Yeah, well, if you eventually.
You guys just hear from all the way back there. That ends Vickers' turn. This thing is looking
What the
very hurt. What are you
my
doing? Stop
God,
that. Please.
What was
No.
that?
That sounds like Sid's symbiote.
Oh.
Disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Oh no.
40.
What?
Put down my cub.
Yep.
Yep. It used its action to disengage, though, so that ends its turn. Kaiser,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Help!
Stop.
Uh,
Yeah, that's the correct response.
Where is Kaiser? Kaiser, you okay over there? You comfy?
yeah.
Just meditating?
I'm nice, cozy in here.
Yep.
Do we want to try to keep this little displacer, or do we want to put it down and see if the last displacer will go away with it?
It's a great
Okay,
point.
someone ban Zen.
I'd like
Let's
to try to
keep
keep it. I don't know. I think it's a great idea to have a 7th party member. Try to have as many as we can.
Hmm.
You got your 6 seconds of talk timer up. What you doing, Kaiser?
Oh, I didn't know it was my turn. I didn't hear that part. I guess I'll just walk over here if everything's dead. And I'll just use a fireball on the last displacer.
Jesus Christ! The little displacer's right here.
Wait. Yeah, not fireball, firebolt.
Oh
Okay.
my God!
I got good
He's
aim with these
Canadian.
things, Don't worry.
He's
18 to hit.
Canadian.
18's gonna hit. Actually, disadvantage. No, not disadvantage. Yes, disadvantage. I lied.
Oh, he moved. Yeah.
What the okay.
Disadvantage.
No disadvantage, yes.
Another nat
Yes,
20
no.
on a disadvantage roll. Pog.
What?
All right. Well, you still hit it, right?
Yes.
Well-
All right.
Yeah.
This might do it.
That rolled double automatically. Let me re-roll that. 8 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
No.
Honestly, like the firebolt will hit the side of the displacer and just come out the other side like fragmented in like 20, 30 different pieces.
All right, like a shotgun shell on
Yeah,
impact.
exactly.
All right, you guys
That
have
answers that.
effectively won. Well, no, he killed the big displacer, not the little one.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I mean. Like, my question was, do we just give this little kitten back and see if it goes away, or do we try
Not
to keep
anymore.
it?
No, it's
We're
dead.
keeping it now, baby.
You see the light leave the mother's eyes.
Oh, you had to
All
make
right.
it the mother. All right. Okay.
All right, we'll go to break. We'll come back here in a couple minutes.
Vicar, I'd like to help you with that cat.
I would wrangle this cat in the meantime and get the collar on it.
All right. We'll see what happens. We'll come back to this.
Yeah,
in a
like,
second.
I don't think it's guaranteed.
harm
Yes.
comes to it.
True.
But like, is this like a companion or like a pet? Because if it's like a seventh party member, that seems kind of excessive.
That's what we're saying. So we're not going to
So-
do that as long as.
I put that in there as like a fun little. I wonder what they'll do. They might try to make it a pet situation, and you are trying to make it a pet situation.
Of course I am.
So-
Vicar has always wanted to displace her kitten pet. Always.
Didn't even know Displacer
They existed.
things existed. They introduced a system for companions that you can scale in D&D a little bit ago. I'll have to check that out and see what I think about it. But let's see if your kitten survives before we get to that.
Holy hell, survives.
I mean, the battle, right?
If you kill my kitten, I'm gonna be mad.
If you kill this pussy, I'm gonna
Be
be
mad,
upset.
I guess. What do you want from me?
My cat's
Look,
here.
a real life displacer beast.
Look, my cat's here too. That's such an ironic timing. Come here, Fluffy.
I thought you were lying, but I saw him for a second.
Are you guys? I want to make it to Norhaven tonight, but there's one other thing we gotta do before we get there. Are you guys good with
Wait, Fluffy.
waiting it out for
Staying
that?
up late as an adult, yeah, I'm good.
Where you
Yep.
going?
All right.
All right, are we rolling?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for extraction. You guys can.
I'm rolling for
two-
kittens.
Don't we have a
I'm rolling for
sticker?
displacer beasts.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We do.
Wednesday is a
Yes.
sticker in here.
Zen, are you allergic to cats?
No, I'm not.
I'm allergic to cats.
We love them anyway.
That's not too bad.
Patsy and the Displacer Beast.
Hell yeah.
Actually, they're challenge level 3. I'm not even sure if you can make rolls
I
to
don't
extract
think I
anything.
can. Yeah.
It's 5?
Okay, go ahead and roll an animal handling check for me, Vicar, as you're trying to rein this thing in.
I get an 18
That's better.
plus
All right,
0.
it stops trying to scratch your eyes out. That's a start.
Yay.
Can I help him?
With an 18. Sure. I'm nice today.
I got a cat. Alright, April, get down.
Go ahead and roll with advantage, Vicar.
I'm warm. Cats like warmth.
Let's stick with the 18.
All right. Yeah, it's not trying to scratch your eyes out anymore.
Okay. Can I
But it-
place the mage collar around it?
With an 18, yes.
Okay.
That will just instantly die if it disobeys one of your commands. Good plan.
What?
It would never do that, right, April?
Do you not remember what the mage collar does?
I thought it
Well-
just suppressed, like, magical abilities.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I thought that, like, when we were in the Drow city, they, on
Yeah,
mages...
the slave collars.
Yeah, they put the slave collars that, like, prevented people from using magical abilities. Not that it killed them if they used them.
No, the slave collar. I'll have to bring it up, but
Yeah,
you
bring it
issue
up.
commands, and if they disobey them, they take damage. It's
Well-
not like a staggering amount of damage, but
But it's a kitten.
Was there a difference between the slave collar and the mage collar?
I would
Was
have to look it
one
up.
from our one shot and one from being in the Drow City? Is that what we're maybe getting confused?
I thought it was from the Drow... Wait, no. I thought it was the Drow City, right?
In the Drow city of Gloomspire, you did come across slave collars. I don't remember
I don't remember.
mage
what it was.
collar.
Yeah, there were ones that prevented the mages from casting spells. Let me see if I have one in my inventory. I probably didn't add it, but it might be in my... Let me check the Google Docs.
Underdark
F collar.
slave markets.
I remember him getting a
Collars
collar.
on spellcasters.
Yeah, slave collars. These cruel devices are crafted from dark iron and
Mind
adorned with
shackles. Mind shackles.
Mind shackles. Enchanted shackles suppress the willpower.
and resistance of the wearer, render them docile and compliant. I have 2 of them.
Someone who's tech savvy, do you want to hop up a channel?
I'll do it with you.
Are you trying to
Alright.
change your device settings? Or, like, you can just do it here.
Yeah, so the Mind Shackles, Chanted Manacles, these are like full-on manacles. They're not going to fit on a kitten. They're like handcuffs, like old-timey handcuffs.
Oh.
You could maybe fit one of the handcuffs around the neck of the kitten, but the other one's going to be dangling and dragging. And
That's cool. I'll tie a rope. I'll tie a rope to the second one, so I have it on a
Hell
leash.
yeah.
okay.
He used a
Okay,
fake chain link fucking like chain though. So it's
Yep.
like a badass.
Like for a
It is.
badass dog, there's just a tiny
Yep.
kitten walking
Yep.
around.
You know, I'm liking that more and more the more I think about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay. Suppress the willpower resistance to the wearer, rendering them docile and compliant. They're often used to subdue. While creature wears the manacles, they are under the effect of the calm emotions spell. So yeah, as soon as you clamp the collar on, the displacer kitten just kind of looks up at you, inquisitive.
I will pet the kitten.
It seems neither happy nor unhappy.
That's disappointing.
You just killed its mother, and it's being magically forced to not attack you. So
that's
I
fair,
would
that's
take
fair,
it and
that's
run with
fair.
it for now.
Yeah.
Just wait a day, it'll forget.
Jesus. All right. Were there any other rolls before we have to wait for the rest of the guys?
I don't think so. Kai would
Nothing
like
to extract, right? So we're
I don't think we can, right?
chilling.
Yeah. Is there anything we need to do? Like look at?
Oh, go ahead and everybody take a long rest.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. Like, I would
God
like to
bless
do
ya.
that. Yeah, John, I had 28 HP.
I had 25.
Oh,
I do want to ask Cassian about his knowledge of displacer beasts once we resume. See if they're common for the area. Not common, but known to be around.
They come through those silly little gates that we have to keep protected in Norhaven.
Hey, April. What are we gonna name the cat?
That's up to Vicar. It's Vicar's cat now.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Cloak.
Cloak, the displacer
Mhm.
beast.
Chloe the Cloaca.
What?
What?
Chloe.
No.
It's-
Chloe.
That's what I call my cloaca. Chloe.
Jesus Christ. If we knew what month it was, we could name the cat after the month.
Or the day of the week.
All right.
It's April.
That's
And
Friday.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday in April.
If dude, can you imagine? If it was Wednesday and in April and both of your cats were
Wednesday.
appropriate to name.
That'd be crazy.
Somebody was left behind.
So from a
Oh wait, where's Scott?
I don't know where he just went. Can we fix this shit?
I don't know where he went.
from a flavor standpoint, I know that Newmont and I were both considering displacer cloaks
Put the cat on your head.
in the future. So
Displacer cat.
if we wanted to maybe take some pelts here.
This would be a good time to do so, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems pretty reasonable.
I mean,
Out
you
of
got-
sight of the kitten. Kitten will be in the tent
Oh,
while
just
this
put the
happens.
cat on your head and be like,
Okay.
By the end of this campaign, Jacob is going to have literally the heavens fall down and just delete all magical items ever.
All right.
Scott.
Hey, Scooter.
Yeah, it's not like 50% of you can already just dodge attacks all the time.
No.
Let's see.
Yes, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just for the sake of not having a completely broken character, I'm gonna ask politely that you try not to make a cloak of displacement, Vicar, because you already have the option to give yourself a +3 to your AC.
Oh, that's lame.
All right, you
Is
can
it?
go for it. Just don't be surprised when you're hit with a bunch of saving throws instead of just AC attacks.
Well, that's
alright.
that's the balance, right? Like you have to have both.
That is the balance. You got both.
Can't just have AC.
You guys have really only faced things that are predominantly attack based, not
I'll keep it in
spellcasting
mind.
based. But yes, you guys can go ahead and try to get some pelts. Who wants to try to skin them?
I don't want to skip.
I mean, I guess it should be me, right?
All right, go ahead and roll. Roll with advantage. Someone's helping you.
I'm not helping.
Are we doing sleight of hand or?
No, this is survival.
Oh, well then maybe it shouldn't be me
It's
if we're
your-
doing
it's
survival.
your cloak.
Well, yeah, but doesn't mean I have to. No, actually, it's not going to be my cloak because I've been politely asked, and I will oblige.
Is it Scott or wherever
Yep,
Scott is?
Scott.
As he's
Scott?
teleporting in.
I've tried to get it. Yeah, I could do it. What am I doing?
Survival check.
All right. My bad. This was a shit show to get set
No,
up.
it's not that bad. We see you. Ready?
Not
anymore.
22.
22.
22.
Yeah,
Expert.
you're able to skin all the displacer beasts without too much problem. I'm gonna say that you do it before you go to bed, and everyone takes a long rest. Everyone's good to go, bright and early in the morning,
Yay.
ready for a full day's ride. You guys ride all day without any incident. Starting to get dark again. This is, you're getting close to Norhaven at this point. You'll probably be there sometime.
Jacob, real fast. 10
Yep.
points go away after a long rest, correct? But not short rest?
Correct.
All right.
We just took a long rest. I don't know if you were here for that.
Yeah, I just caught the tail end of that. Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. I can get rid of that tab. And
I have HP.
Wow, this camera sucks compared to my last one, bro.
Was it?
You need it's a lighting issue because of the background. If you put more light on your face, it won't be as bad.
Oh.
I'll fuck around
Yeah,
with all
'cause the
that
camera-
shit later.
The camera looks pretty crisp, honestly.
You just need like a desk lamp that you can move around on a gooseneck.
Yeah, I don't have any lamps here.
Light is evil.
all right. You guys are riding for some time. And eventually you come to this clearing. It's a frozen lake. And as you approach it, the air grows still.
Oh.
It's too still. The wind doesn't stir, the snow doesn't crunch beneath your feet. Even your breath feels quieter, as if the world itself is holding its breath. And then you see them. Lanterns. There's dozens of them suspended in the air, gently swaying on invisible threads. Their golden glow flickers softly, casting pools of warm light against the cold, lifeless snow. They are eerily familiar. Cassian. These are the exact kind once used during the Norhaven's gathering of the Lost Festival. And you would know that as a time when people honored those who had vanished or died in the pursuit of protecting Norhaven and its people, sending the lanterns skyward in remembrance. But these lanterns don't rise. They linger and wait. The light pulls at something deep inside you, a whisper of a memory, a beckoning of the past. The soft glow reflects in your eyes, and for a moment, you almost forget the horrors that you've seen. You reach out instinctively in spite of yourself, Cassian. As your fingertips graze the lantern's surface, a voice stirs the silence. A whisper. A name. Spoken directly into your ear, so quiet it barely exists, yet it feels like a breath against your skin. A name that is familiar to you. Katarina. Then the feeling of being watched crawls up your spine. As you look around you and your companions, there between the shadows, standing in the light lanterns, are figures. still, silent, watching. Their faces are lost in this shifting glow, their forms unmoving. But you feel their eyes, empty, hollow, fixed on you. You cannot hear them. You do not know when they arrived, but they are here, and they do not blink.
Do any of the faces look familiar to me?
You can't make out any of the faces. As you try to look and get closer, it seems like the more you observe, the blurrier the picture gets.
Do I recognize where I am?
Not particularly. It's just a frozen lake on the way to Norhaven. It's not anything super special.
Is there anything in my studies that would have warned me about something like this or stumbled upon something like this?
The closest thing that you can think of is the thing that you've already run across before, which is the spirits of the dead that have been lost traveling or killed in unfortunate circumstances that are just sort of...
How many lanterns are we talking? Like a
dozens,
lot?
hundreds, thousands.
That's a lot of lanterns. Holy shit.
Do you want me to check it out? How far away are we at this point?
From Norhaven?
No, from the lanterns.
Oh. Cassian is right in front of the closest one.
Oh, so they're
They're-
on top of us.
Yeah, they're like right there. You guys came to the clearing, something felt a little bit off, and then lanterns started materializing in front of you all, and Cassian stretched out and touched the first one.
I see.
Do I recognize the voice that's talking to me?
No. It's just like a whisper from the
Is
wind.
the rest of the party here, or is it just me?
You are the only one who hears the name.
What did he hear? Katarina?
Yes.
Or Aurora? Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
Katarina.
He didn't tell us yet.
I'm just for the notes.
Oh, right.
Do I feel drawn to go to the center of the lake? Maybe. Am I feeling a pull?
Nothing magical. That would be up to you to decide what you think Cassian is feeling.
When I touch the lantern, does it dissipate? Does it still? Can I feel it? Is it material?
It feels material to you. It doesn't dissipate. It doesn't rise up. Just kind of stays stationary.
If I
Mhm.
if I gently push on the bottom of the lantern to rise it up, does it float back down? Does it?
It kind of stays wherever you put it. When you raise it up, it just kind of floats stationary.
What are we looking at, Cassian?
This seems to be more of the Forgotten Frost. I've never seen a gathering like this before, though.
This is a
There's
lot of
something-
forgotten.
It's an incredible amount. I've never seen anything like this. There's a voice whispering in my ear. Did you guys hear that as well, or is it just me?
Didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear a thing.
Just you, I think.
It could be my mind playing tricks on me. I think we should keep moving.
As long as you're okay with
I'll start. I'll continue kind of walking forward cautiously.
Just
Around
remember-
the lake?
Yeah, we don't have to cut through it, right? The passage is accessible on the edge.
Yeah, if you guys wanted to cut around this lake, it is a large lake. It would probably add an extra half a day's journey, but you're close enough.
Shit.
Would I know that the ice is thick enough? Would I be able to tell? Could I do some sort of check?
Do a survival check for me.
It is spring.
Roll that shit, pimp.
Spring.
Dirty 19.
Okay. At nighttime, it's probably safe to cross. During the daytime, probably not good to chance it with 1,000-pound horses.
And it's dark now, right?
It is getting dark.
What?
It is like dusk.
Wait.
So we rode all day.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, but what happened to the cat?
We still got it.
Vicar
Oh,
has
we
it.
still have it?
Oh, I got it, baby.
Oh, let's go. All right.
I put one of the mind checks.
Just like everyone's all sad and somber, and Newmont's like pumping his
We got a
fist in
cat!
the background.
All right, I'm sorry. I just needed to know.
Do I know generally how far from Norhaven we are? Could I get a beat on it with the stars or whatever the fuck?
You could be at Norhaven sometime tomorrow early afternoon
Oh.
if you cut through, and if you don't cut through, you'd be there sometime probably just before it got dark.
So another day away. Do we think it's
Okay,
dangerous?
Oh, sorry. I will turn to the group. That is a good question, Kai. I want to get to Norhaven as quickly as possible, and I think the fastest route is across the lake. But it's important to remember that these are dead, and if we disturb them, it could go very, very poorly for us. We need to be as respectful as possible. And it's not our mission to save these people as much as I want to, but we cannot do it at this point. I think if we go slowly, dismount the horses, they're the last priority. We are not here to save them if the ice breaks. The temperatures are beginning to drop, so I think that if we move, we can make it across the lake.
Could we make it across the lake in before before sunrise?
Yes, if you cut through right now while it's getting dark and spend the rest of the night traveling, you could sleep when you get to the other side of the lake, probably early morning, and then I'm not going to count that as getting exhaustion because you guys will still be getting a long rest. But that would be possible.
Okay.
I think staying spread apart also, like minimum like 20, 30 feet or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
I also think
yeah.
that we should tether ourselves with a couple of lengths of rope so that if someone does fall on the ice, we can pull them up.
That's a good idea too.
All right.
Yeah, I will get out the spider silk rope.
I'd leave
and
me
tie the
untethered so that I can assist as needed.
What about the
I'll
cat?
tie-
Cat's on. I'm gonna have the cat on me.
Yeah, like
How much
holding
does the cat weigh?
It's heavy for a cat. Even as a kitten, I mean, this thing is probably a good
90 pounds.
10 pounds
10 pounds? Oh, we're good. We're good.
as a kitten. So
Yeah. As a kitten, extra 10
Big ass
pounds.
kitten.
That's we're good.
If you don't mind, gentlemen, I'm going to take a lead. Just so you know, that voice that was whispering to me is calling out my mother's name. And like I said, it could be a trick, but I'm just... I don't know. I need to go first.
I think
Okay.
it's all more imperative to get over there as soon as we can.
Lead the way.
I will tie the rope around my waist, and when Cassian starts to go, I will toss it to him as well.
We do need to make. What's the range on the?
The cloaking pendant?
Yeah. That Newmont has.
120 feet.
120.
Okay, so we have to stay within 120 feet of each other.
Oh, yeah.
So we can spread out in different directions, but
Yeah. We could be
We
like
could do
in
10-foot lengths.
Well, I think
Yeah.
Cassian has it right now because I took it off because I was going to get the bracers,
Okay,
but we didn't
sure.
do that.
If we just
well,
do
whoever
two
has
columns,
As long as
That's all
someone
I'm
has
saying.
it.
whoever has it, they're in the center, and then we are spread out within the range of that
Yeah.
I'll
as
hold
much
on
as
for
possible.
it to now to let Cassian lead.
Yeah, rectangle or circle is fine.
Well, I think. Do we have to attune to that, or is it just whoever wears it?
You have to attune to it.
But Newmont doesn't need the slot as of right now, so it's okay.
Yeah, if I didn't make the bracers, I wouldn't have parted with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Can we retroact that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
All right, so I'm in the middle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys tie yourself together and you start making your way across the ice.
Wait.
As you do, the rest of you also begin to hear whispers, and they're nothing more than like low murmurs from the winds that you can't really make out. Do a perception check for me, Cassian.
Nah, never mind.
30-19.
You're the first to notice leading the charge here. The further you walk to the lake, the more it begins looking almost like a mirror. And when you look down, you can see yourself reflected, and you can see shadows of what you would assume to be the dead behind you in massive numbers. And you blink, and then they're gone, and then you blink again, and then they're there below the surface with pale, hollow, sunken eyes staring up at you, floating underneath the surface of the ice in tandem with your footsteps.
Is that kind of like the River of Dead from Hercules?
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of like a mixture of that and in Lord of the Rings when they're
Aragorn.
walking through the bog.
Yeah. That's not terrifying. God.
Generally speak, I'll turn back to whoever's right behind me. I guess that's who was second.
I will be.
I mean, we're not really doing a line, are we?
Well, it's I can kind of be wherever.
Okay. Well, I'll turn to whoever's closest to me. The dead generally are pretty relaxed as long as you don't bother them. I know it's unsettling, but keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to make eye contact. Just keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of drift back through the group and inform everybody.
All right. Is everybody kind of minding themselves and continuing forward?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
It is highly unsettling as you're walking through this all through the night, especially once things get dark out, because it gets dark up north.
Pitch black.
And even in the pitch blackness, there's like darker than black shadows that you can see highlighted as silhouettes underneath the water.
Jesus.
Eventually, you make it to the other side of the frozen lake. It's not yet dawn, but it is. You can tell it's the very, very early hours of the morning. You guys can take your long rest and wake up late morning, ready to go. Anything you guys wanted to do before you hit the last stretch here, or no?
Cassian would not have rested, so if I need to roll for exhaustion, I will.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
What am I rolling for exactly here?
Constitution saving throw.
Con save. That is a 16 plus 7.
Yep, you're jittery, you're smoking the whole night, but the smoke keeps you warm enough that you're not exhausted. And the anxiety is keeping you on edge enough that your senses are still sharp.
Cassian
All right.
looks like sunken eyes, rings around the eyes. He's
Yeah, Cassian looks like absolute shit.
I'd rather not do that again.
All right. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do before you hit your last little stretch here, or no?
I guess make some breakfast and give Cassian some coffee.
All right. You guys don't know what coffee is, but breakfast is doable with Newmont's bunnies and
It'd be
fox that he has prepared.
It'd be nice.
A little
if
bit of
we had
ice
some
fishing,
drink.
perhaps.
A little bit of ice fishing if you want to
Do not
throw
crack
fish
this
in the
ice.
Yeah,
lake.
no.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Keep going.
What was that you wanted to do again, Vicar?
We'll get something else. I would, yeah, not that. Not that.
Maybe some dead
You see
fish.
Vicar like walking over with his little bird waddle over to the lake, and he takes out this ice pick. And then,
He pulls up a line and it's just a dead baby on the line.
Oh my god.
Guys,
Slowly lower it. I don't think we can eat this, can we?
Well,
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm mounted up pretty quick. I'm ready to move.
Okay.
But we don't have any horses anymore,
Why not?
Oh, we left them?
right?
I thought you said you
run.
did.
Oh, okay.
If you guys want to still have them, you can still have them. I thought you said.
Yeah, I
you
would not have
left
left
them,
a
though.
horse. No, I
Oh,
would not have left
he
a horse.
said dismount, but then like we would walk with it.
Yeah, I
I
kind
kind
of
of figured we had the horses. I don't
okay,
think we
okay,
said we were
okay.
leaving
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember anyone specifically saying you were leaving it, so that's fine with me.
Confusable.
All right. You guys travel for about half a day, and around noon, you approach the familiar gates of Norhaven, and a chill unlike any you felt before prickles your skin. The towering stone walls, once a symbol of safety and home, now loom over you like a mausoleum. The clear blue skies that you are accustomed to seeing have been replaced by an unnatural, ever-present dusk that cascades over the city. The air is unnaturally still, and the familiar scent of snow and pine has been replaced by something darker, the scent of decay. At the city's entrance, the first horrifying sight comes into view. The severed heads of Dmitri and Katerina mounted on tall rusted spikes, their expressions frozen in defiance, the eyes wide, glassy, unblinking. Their once
Figure covers them.
faces now pallid and cold. Blood, sluggish and thick, has pooled and frozen over the base around the spikes. A bitter wind stirs the hair on the back of your neck, but the silence that follows is deafening. The message is unmistakable. Something has gone horribly wrong here.
Vicar covers the heads of Dmitri and Katerina.
I'm gonna ready stance myself and kind of take point.
I put my hand on Cassian's shoulder and walk closer to him, just knowing that he has someone there.
I think that's a pretty good stopping point.
Yeah.
You guys want to come back to this next week?
Fuck!
Jesus.
Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not.
I mean, I do have a whole other drink here. Just saying.
I think Cassian. Or
I'll leave it. I'll leave it up to the group. I'm not gonna push.
I'm
you
here
into it.
for it. I'm
You
here
have work
for it.
tomorrow, so I think it's up to you. To be honest,
there's only one answer. So yeah, I mean, if the DM has some energy or some Red Bulls laying around somewhere, I'm down to keep going.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right. We can do one more
a little bit more.
little thing, and then we'll call it for a night. Does that sound good with everybody or no?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
Are the gates closed or are they open?
The gates are currently closed, but doesn't look to be locked.
To the city or to the
To the
gray
city.
grounds? Okay.
Cassian,
You guys are not anywhere near the Gray Mansion, the Gray Manor at this point.
Do you want to take these down?
Are the heads on the spikes? Are they high up
They are high up. They are on display. Yeah.
on the wall?
What would you have me do? We're gonna kill whoever did this.
That goes without saying.
And we'll make them suffer.
The gates being closed, I'm gonna prod them to see if they're locked.
They aren't locked. You hear a rusty creak. Opens just a little bit.
I'll kind of draw it maybe a foot or two open and then look back to the group and say, hey, it's not locked. And I'll open them fully.
Cassian's pretty cold. At this point, he hasn't really said anything. He hasn't really looked at anyone.
I will retrieve Dmitri and Katerina that I've already covered and lay them in the snow off the pikes,
All right.
but still covered.
should check out the manor. Cassian, do you want to secure what we found here or bring it with us? What would make you comfortable?
Vicar, will you do me a favor?
Anything.
I want you to fly back up there, and I want you to put their heads back on those spikes. Because when this third city burns to the ground, I want them to see the whole thing.
I will do it.
All right.
Keep those fireballs
Cassian
moving.
will walk past Sid, put his hand on his shoulder as a thank you, and as he walks past every member of the group, he extends a hand and puts him on each shoulder as a silent thank you, and he is walking reserved and carefully, trying to observe what he can. He's being very calculated. He's not just marching up to the Grey Manor.
Okay. You continue forward, stepping over the blood-stained streets, the snow beneath your boots leaving dark crimson footprints. The city feels empty, yet from deeper within the streets, you hear something, a low, sorrowful sound like the weeping of 1,000 lost souls. It's coming from all around, echoing through the desolate streets, as though the very city itself is mourning. The air is thick with the scent of death. Everywhere you look, the city seems to be frozen in time. A place that was once vibrant and full of life now reduced to some macabre display. And yet, there's a feeling that this is just the beginning. That something... Josh, stop! That something more terrible is lurking in the shadows. You realize as you stand there in the blood-soaked streets of Norhaven, that the city you once knew has been twisted into something unrecognizable. As you move further down the streets, the twilight thickens, swallowing the edges of buildings, casting long shadows that shift. The air is damp and heavy. Even your own footsteps seem muffled, lost in the weight of the silence. And then laughter, soft but twisted. It echoes through the alleys, hurling around corners like unseen fingers reaching for you. It is not the joyous laughter of children playing. It is hollow and cold. It is everywhere. Your eyes snap to the source, just at the edges of your periphery, where you see him, hanging. Dozens of small bodies sway in the dim light, suspended from balconies, lampposts, and rooftops. The limbs dangle unnaturally, their clothes ragged and stained, but it's their faces, their whispering faces that make your stomach turn to ice. Their mouths move, but their lungs do not breathe. The dusk is forever. The dusk is forever. The dusk is forever. The chorus of voices rises and falls, overlapping in a maddening chant. Some of the voices are light and sing-song. Others are breathless and frantic, as if it's still in the throes of their final screams. Submit or be broken. Submit or be broken. Over and over, their mouths just move in unnatural unison, their whispers seeping into your bones. The laughter does not stop. It grows. The bodies jerk to life, their limbs flail, their faces twist in agony, mouths frozen in accursed grins now. Scream, shrill, raw, filled with suffering. Hands twitch and grasp for you, but they are caught, bound by ropes that hold them aloft. The wails fill the streets. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Keep her watch out.
That's a 4.
We're gonna use an inspiration on this one. Okay.
15.
Get a 13.
Mhm.
14.
12.
Did anyone roll higher than an 18?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Nope, I got a 12.
Okay. We'll start in order then, starting from bottom up. So, Vicar, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Okay. So I got on my percentage die, I got a 20, and then what do I do?
Roll the 10.
I do my D10.
D10, yep.
27.
27. Hysterical outbursts. The character is overcome by an uncontrollable emotional reaction, sobbing, shrieking, or cackling madly. They are incapacitated for the duration. So, which would it be, Vicar? What are you doing?
I was thinking rage, but I guess it would be sadness, if not that.
Well, you can sob in rage. Like, you can be angry and cry.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Sid, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Double zero.
That's 100.
Double zero.
So I learned
Well,
that
that's
that's
Good or
zero.
one?
No,
Well,
that's just a double zero. Roll your
Yeah.
D10.
Yeah.
A one.
One? Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll one.
Yeah.
Catatonic horror. The character drops to their knees, eyes glazed over, whispering the chants back in sync with the dead. They are paralyzed and unresponsive until shaken or damaged. So you see Sid falls to his knees and starts saying, "The dusk is forever. The dusk is forever." I'm going to need Newmont. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
32.
So specific.
32. Unholy dread. The character gains the frightened condition and must use their action and movement each turn to flee from the hanging corpses, even if it means running into danger. So you, being the fastest person on the fucking planet, are basically out of the city.
So am I technically frightened?
Yes, you are. You have the frightened condition and must use your movement each turn for.
Could I use stillness of mind?
I would say after the first round you could, but the first round the effects take place and then you run.
That's
and you
what I
could
was thinking
stillness
as well.
And then
All right. Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Does it say anything specifically about? Well, I guess it's the feared condition.
It just says I could use an action to end one effect on myself that's causing me to be charmed or frightened.
Okay. All right. Kaiser,
65.
65. Maddening whispers. The character experiences overwhelming auditory hallucinations, hearing the dead whispering secrets only they can understand. You have disadvantage on ability checks and must succeed a saving throw at the end of each of your turns to avoid responding out loud. Very thematic for you, actually. That's
Yeah, this is pretty regular for Kazu.
So you see Kaiser start answering questions to things that aren't being asked. Kai,
What did he just roll? I
You
rolled a
100.
17. What did he roll? 16?
he rolled a 60
Oh,
something.
sorry. I don't know.
65, yeah.
17.
You rolled 17. The character hears phantom voices of lost loved ones whispering from the corpses. You must succeed a wisdom 15 saving throw. Go ahead and roll one for me.
Jacob, was it the same roll for mine on each turn? 15.
Yes, it is the same roll for
I'm
yours.
going to use an inspiration on that one. That's the one I got from the other day. That is really bad. Ooh. 16? What's 16 do? Is that enough?
16? Yes, you succeed.
Nice.
But you do still hear phantom
Yeah.
voices of lost loved ones whispering from the corpses. Alright, and Cassian.
75.
35.
75.
75.
35.
The choir commands. The character does whatever anyone tells them to do, so long as it isn't obviously self-destructive. Their actions are accompanied by whispers from the dead, as if the choir is directing them.
Oh.
So you see Cassian kind of go completely numb, like glazed over. All of you are experiencing the intense throes of madness from seeing literal children butchered and hung like meat in the streets. And it stays with you for several minutes before you recover enough to pull your senses back together again.
I do hope
Well,
there's some redemption here.
one-
I don't know.
Once Vicar regains control of his maddening rage, he will wipe the tears from his eyes and begin cutting down the children.
As you do, they all look at you in unison and keep chanting over and over again for each one that you cut down. They don't stop chanting.
Can they move as soon as he cuts one down? Because they were trying to.
No, it was more of like a jerk
Okay.
reaction, and they all screamed in pain and then kind of went back to their whole
Chanting.
dormant state.
Cassian is going to kneel down in the dirt. He's going to draw with his finger a big circle, and he's going to draw like a polygon that kind of looks like a wolf's head, and he's going to cast what is that called?
Detect evil and good? Or
Yeah, detect evil and good spells. Here it is. Detect evil and good. Yeah.
Please read it again for me, just to get wording.
It is a 10-minute action, and for the duration, you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Everything around you is desecrated. These children are undead. They don't appear to be hostile. They appear to kind of have a solitary purpose, which is to inspire absolute horror, like psychological torture on, you can only assume, Norhaven itself. Yeah, it's fucked up. You also get strong hints of Fae around you as well.
Are we free to move now from our conditions? Are we still under the conditions?
You are no longer under the conditions.
Okay, I'm gonna start making my way to the manor.
Jacob, can I see if this looks like some sort of like necromancy spell? I'm not saying like detect magic, like what spell it is, but like does it seem to be?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me.
While he rolls, I'm going to collect flammable material.
Okay.
is it climbable?
I got a 12,
Whoa.
Jacob.
12. It is definitely some kind of necromancy spell. The sophistication of this specific spell is twisted beyond how you know to corrupt magic. Someone took your basic animate dead spell, which you've read before, and somehow perverted it worse than it already is.
I would like to, since I would have cast Stillness of Mind, I would like to kind of I will look past all the horror and calm myself and kind of try to pinpoint anything that isn't kind of like a distraction type thing. Like looking past all the dead bodies, trying to find the finer things, like if there's any doors moving or someone peeking out a window or anything to that nature.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
While he rolls, can you check your DMs for a second, Jacob?
The answer to your question is no. I'm saying Faye because of something different. I wasn't talking about that.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Okay.
We rolled.
What can he see?
You see a hidden sigil that's scratched on a few doorposts. That's within that 20. With high enough perception, you would have just seen that throughout the city, as you guys have been walking through the streets, there are, like, for lack of a better description, graffiti tags of the Gray Crest all over the place. So many different buildings just on the streets, every corner, just the Gray Crest. You do see very discreetly, though, scratched in symbols of the Gray Crest, the wolf's head, with a what's it called? Snowflake behind it. It's distinct and it's different than the other tags that you're seeing, and it seems to be intentionally hard to find.
I kind of, as I'm walking down the street, I kind of stop, gaze around, and kind of point to the snowflake sigil and point it out to the group. Is it the same sigil as the Snowflake Syndicate?
It is.
Vicar, doesn't this look oddly familiar to you?
Yes. Why would this be here? There's no way they're involved in this. This is not something that a simple crime syndicate would do.
I wasn't sure if they were like
Maybe
trying to
not
hide.
alone.
Yeah.
Last we left it, they were even on good terms with the city.
Maybe they're leaving this here as a clue to maybe contact them because they know what happened.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Let Cassian know.
Yeah, I would have pointed that out to the group.
We made a deal before we left the city. It's taking every fiber of my being not to be quick to anger, but I'm optimistic that perhaps in the hardest of times there was an alliance made. I think if we can follow these sigils, perhaps we can find at least the beginning to an answer.
I hope that's
Yeah,
true.
now that I know what I'm looking for and that they were hard to find, could I see if they like point in a certain direction or go a
Yeah,
specific way, or are they kind of just all over the place?
I described it a little bit more out of sequence than it is. So you see them very sparsely and very occasionally. It's just you rolled a nat 20, so I'm having your character recall, like Sherlock Holmes mind palace style, like, oh, I saw one there and there and there. But this is through walking through the entire city. You just saw one and kind of connected it in your mind with the dots just now as you're looking at a doorway that's just across an alley from you.
Well, let's open the door. But Sid, did you want to light this tree?
Yes. And I'll take
stack
the
whatever bodies I
materials.
cut down. Yeah, at the base of the tree.
Yeah, I'll
Jacob,
move.
I noticed.
There's a tree?
Yeah, what tree are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you said the children were tied to a tree.
No, they're literally hung like marionettes over buildings, from lampposts, from like anything that a body could remotely be tied to, you have these children hanging from, even like strung out, like perverted, like
Christmas
lights. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
in between
Just
buildings.
all over the city or just in one area?
It seems like just in this one area of the city, but
Okay.
it doesn't mean that there's not other places in the city
Sure.
that have it.
Well, I will have cut down as all of them in this area and then piled them up for Sid.
All
I'm
right.
not sure announcing our presence is quite the move yet. There will be a time for this.
Jacob, what I have noticed, based on where the sigils were, if there was anything unique to where they were placed, like maybe the houses. No, they were just kind of like random houses.
If anything, they are intentionally designed to be inconsistent.
Okay.
I want to approach that door we mentioned earlier.
All right.
Where in the city are we?
Oh,
You are still fairly near the main first gate that you guys come across.
By the market?
No, you guys aren't close to the market. Let me pull up the map real quick so I can give you a better maps. Excuse me. Norhaven. The southmost entrance
yeah.
in New Norhaven. You guys see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, are we like
With those 3 buildings outside of it on the road?
Yeah, you guys pass that. You're in like the first area there, like
The first street?
the first set. Yeah, the
straightaway.
first
Okay.
the first street, the first set of alleyways. I'm just obviously there's more buildings in the map than
Yeah.
what's there, but
I just want to have an idea of where we are.
that's you guys are still pretty damn close to the edge of the city.
okay.
Is there any thing in Thieves' Cant surrounding the snowflake doors?
The whole thing reeks of thievery in terms of like criminal guild or something, but there's no specific thieves' cant written on these sigils.
Okay, can I check the door for traps?
Sure.
What the heck?
What do you want me to roll?
Investigation.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You don't find any traps, but as you're going around doing like subtle little knocks, trying to find out whatever's there, you hear from inside the room, "What rat is in the alley?" Which in Thieves' Cant, you would know means, who is it?
I will, in Thieves' Cant reply back, an old friend.
You see a small little latch appear, open. A pair of narrow, cautious eyes peer through. A voice that follows is a young man's. Through the weariness and in his tone, he speaks of a life lived under constant threat. "You're not with the drow, are you?" No, you wouldn't be knocking if you were."
Do I look like a drow?
The door opens fully, revealing a small, well-hidden refuge, a stark contrast to the desolation outside. The room is packed with sparse but functional survival gear, blankets, food stores, and tools crafted with what little materials remain. People huddled quietly in corners, eyes weary but watchful. Most of these are men armed with farming equipment, spears, swords, and archery weapons. They watch you as you step into the room, and the door closes behind you. Cassian, it takes you a second, but you connect the dots. You remember the young man who opened the door. He was in the last group of people to pass the Grey Trials before your departure from Norhaven. Last you heard, he was banished from the city like all the other Greys. Alexi Grey, an orphan, watched over by your family. He looks at you all and then says, "We're not much, but we fight. We fight for what's left."
Are there any more of you? We saw
There are.
other sigils.
Yes, we are spread throughout the city. Who are you? I know you. He walks over to you, Cassian, and offers out his hand.
Cassian shakes his hand.
What happened?
The drow. Have our messages not been getting out? We've been trying to send out for help for months now.
No. When did they arrive?
A few months ago. We never saw it coming. I mean, the Greys were obviously not in Norhaven. We were doing our best to keep the city safe from monstrous threats, but they came from underground, like ants from a hill. We didn't even know that they existed, and then they were swarming the city. They put a perpetual dusk over everything and swarmed with these hulking, horrifying things. We didn't stand a chance, and by the time those of us Greys that were still around heard of the news, when we got here it was already too late. The city had fallen, so we are doing the best to pick up the pieces.
What of the Grey Manor?
It is still intact. The preventative magic and protective magic that has safeguarded that place for centuries is fortunately still top class. So that is where most of the women and children have been sent, the elderly, sick, so on. They've taken refuge in the estate grounds. The mansion itself is already overflowing with as many people as we can fit. But those of us who are fighting condition are in safe houses like this spread out throughout the city.
How often do they attack?
What do you mean, how often do they attack?
Are they still here? Are they still attacking the city?
They've already won. We're barely resistance fighters as it is.
So they came, killed what they could and left?
No, they're still here. They're enslaving as many of us as they can as they find us.
Are they staying within the confines of the city, or are they going outside the walls?
I can only assume outside the walls. I mean, bodies pile up every day, but a lot of people are going missing too.
When do they come in?
I'm sorry, did you say when do they come in, or when did they come in?
When do they come into the city daily to look for survivors?
Oh, it's never ending. I mean, there's a perpetual dusk over the city. They have free reign. They don't... Sunlight doesn't have to bother them anymore. They don't get affected by it if there's no sun to affect them, so they take constant rotations throughout the city, all hours of the day.
Do they come by foot?
They come by everything.
And how many?
Thousands? It's hard to say.
And what of my parents? Who did that to them?
There's a thing. A foul thing in the city. The beasts, the slime that they conquered the city with had a leader, and he was... Do you know him?
Unfortunately, some of us do.
Well, he has a certain taste for cruelty. He enjoys it even more than the drow do, and that is saying something.
But they're working together at this point.
I believe so.
Cassian, who did you say?
Backbite.
Oh, okay.
What is the
This-
safest way to the manor?
There is not really a safe way to the manor. You can take back alleys as best as you can. That's probably your best bet, but you are guaranteed, no matter what you do, you are going to run into something on the way to the manor. I can
And
take
you're
you to...
working with the syndicate?
Yes, they've been incredibly helpful, actually. They've been able to smuggle resources inside the city using their, I think they were doing smuggling drugs or something beforehand, but now they're using it to smuggle and peddle medicines and food and alcohol for medicinal purposes. So it's been
Doing
a...
you well. They're not taking advantage of you.
No, if anything, they're helping us pull together to have a decent chance.
Then the deal was worth it, I guess.
Kaiser, do you still have the stone?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I can check my pocket. I figured I would have been checking that kind of every morning, so.
Yep, you still have it.
You need to get a message to
Mm-hmm.
Owen now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have that.
The stone.
I
Yeah.
thought
Oh,
you
that
meant the
stone.
Stone.
cube.
Yeah,
This
I thought you meant the
stone?
cube too, yeah.
Sorry, the sending stone.
Yeah, I think we should try to get a message out that is actually viable because they've been trying to get them out for
Cassian?
months.
Well, I'm assuming the sending stone isn't going to work from here for the same reason we couldn't speak into the city.
Well, I think the reason we
I
couldn't
can get
speak
out of
in
the
because
city.
there was nobody to receive the message.
Yeah.
But we
Well,
couldn't
they
even come to the
tried-
teleporter too.
They also
Yeah, I
tried
guess
to
so.
reach me.
I can get out of the city.
Let's try it and see if it works here. If not, then we'll do plan B.
Well, I only get
Okay.
one per day.
So how do you do the snippet tool for copy pasting again? Was that Control
Shift
Windows.
S.
Yeah, Windows.
Windows Shift F? Okay.
Yeah, Cassian, what do you think? Do you want to try to get a message out?
That or we break the anti-scry necklace.
I don't know if we should break that.
We can get another one.
I'm thinking more just like about the city itself. Like,
Alexi, what of
Yeah.
Nikolai?
I can take you to him if you want. He's working with the head of the Frostbite Syndicate. Valen, I think is his name.
Yes. We know Valen. What is who is leading the Greys at this moment? Surely you have a leader.
Well, Nikolai is very capable, but actually, Vegan is the one who's kind of taken up the leadership role.
I'm not surprised.
Vicar, are
Where-
you? Sorry, go on. Go on, Cassian.
No, go ahead.
Vicar, are you planning on leaving the city to do the sending stone?
I'm confident that if I use my cloak and fly out the way that we came, that I can get out of the city limits.
I can help you get out. I can't help you get in.
You should probably use his ability to get you out because you're going to face the same sort of charm that we had to get through the first time. And I'd hate for that to happen to you alone. So if you could pass as a shadow unseen, and then you can take care of yourself again to get back in.
Yeah, how long do we think it would take to get out of the city? Like an hour or like 3 hours?
From where you guys are now, it'll probably take a little less than an hour to get outside the city.
I can,
Let's fly straight up and out.
yeah, I can fly over, and I know where
Plug your
the,
ears and close your eyes.
yeah, I know where the children were. We cut them all down. I'll just avoid it.
Treat them like sirens. They will catch you
Yeah.
when you least expect it.
All right, so you're just flying straight up in the air.
I'm gonna go up as high as I can and out and cover my ears.
Before Vicar leaves, I'll cast invisibility on him.
All right, that is a hugely important thing to have said. All right. Yeah, you fly up, covering your eyes and ears. You're unaffected by the children. What are you doing?
I am going to send a message to Alwyn that we had discussed prior, and that is.
Yeah, 25 words.
Like Nordhaven's
Massacre at
fallen,
yeah.
symbiotes and drow.
Norhaven has fallen.
Has been slaughtered.
Yeah. Massacre.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
Symbiote,
Drow.
Backbite, and Drow.
Present.
Or taken over.
Responsible.
Katarina and Dimitri are dead.
And help.
Send help. Yeah.
Now.
Bag it.
Please.
Does that fit? That last one?
Let's keep adding words.
Just keep
No,
adding more.
That's like under 15.
If you can add
Yeah.
more,
Please and thank you.
it's important to note that there is the dusk over the city. Like, if we're gonna, because that would be
Perpetual dusk.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Covered in.
City.
that's what's
Yeah.
allowing them to stay here. If there's a way
Dead
to end
children.
that.
It's
Yeah.
symbols
gate-
etched on walls. Let's just
Gates-
like
Hold on. Gates
that.
of North no longer secure. That's another 5, but that needs to be said. That's an important one for
That's
the war.
6.
Dust covers cities. Dust covers cities. Gates of North unsecure. That would fit. That would be like
No.
20, about 25. I could cut it down.
We got cat.
No.
We got that. Good kitty
be
acquired.
need gold for stolen horses.
1,500 each.
Yeah.
Most
All right.
expensive horses ever. So sorry.
we will pick up right there next session.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
Word.
Well, that's not what I expected. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I
will-
think
Yeah,
it
it's kinda-
did when we tried to
kinda-
contact Katarina, it didn't go through. I'm like,
Yeah.
honestly,
She's dead. Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
dead. Yeah.
I knew she was. but
Yeah,
was
I
like-
didn't expect you to immediately try to reach her with a sending spell. I should have anticipated that. Kind of ruined a little bit of the surprise, but
I honestly
you got
thought it
me,
was more magical than it was just the fact
Yeah,
that she was
I
dead.
either thought it was like a jammer or that the teleportation circle was just like not operational because they were under attack.
Yeah, I thought you covered it well when you said it. They're like, oh, is she like in
Yeah.
another plane of dimension?
Yeah.
there's also anti-magic fields. If someone's in an anti-magic
Mhm.
field, they wouldn't receive it either. So
Mhm.
My perspective is Katarina would never put herself in a position not to be contacted by Cassian.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she's dead. You know, A plus B equals C.
Shit.
That's
Well, boys.
crazy.
Gonna be a bloody one.
Rest in
I've
peace,
been
Lorenzo.
traumatized.
When-
Hopefully
when
we
he
don't
said-
die.
When Alexi said that there was no way that you could get to the manor without running into someone, Vicar is thinking to himself, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
Mhm.
100%.
That's what I want.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what Cassian was thinking as well.
There's
there
gonna
could be a way we
plenty-
get there
Yeah, I
without
can
being
imagine.
noticed, though.
Don't worry, there's plenty of fights.
There's not gonna be a way you get there without fights.
Shit.
Sid is
It
not
is-
thinking stealth at
It
all.
is highly unlikely.
Jacob, I'll
The-
just ask you now, not that I'm going to use it, I guess, then, but like, upcasting invisibility to 4th level and twin spelling it, invis on everyone, is that.
So there are these really cool things called spiders that have this really cool thing called blind sight, which doesn't give a shit about invisibility. Can they see a bird flying 6 million fucking feet in the air? No, because they're spiders. But can they notice someone sneaking past them when they're invisible? Absolutely.
So there's
Same thing with
spiders.
Driders. You guys have you've already come in contact with Driders before.
Yeah.
Laura, or whatever her name was.
Dolores.
I can't believe you remember her name. That's crazy.
It's permanently
we
in the
kinda-
chat.
Permanently in the thing. Spider bitch Dolores.
Shit.
All right.
Where is Dolores? It's been 6 months.
Oh man.
Shit.
Well,
All right,
That was
fellas.
fun,
Good
yeah.
session.
thank
Yeah,
you
that was
for
good. That
playing.
was good.
Very,
The plot thickens.
Indeed.
very
plot
cool,
thickens.
I guess.
That's a lot of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, yikes. It's a rough one for Cassian.
It's all good, baby.
All right, I'll catch y'all.
Bye,
All
y'all.
right, peace out, gentlemen.
Bye, on.
Peace.
See ya.
GG's.